What's going on, Laney boy?
What's up, Tommy boy?
Just recording episode 4 of the podcast. How are you doing today?
I cannot believe we made it to episode 4. I know I say this on a what episode basis now, but it's crazy. We made it to episode 4
Yeah, it is still unbelievable with every new episode coming out that we're actually doing this. And you
that
know
we've not
what?
been canceled yet.
They're getting some views.
That's
The
that's
first
insane.
one's,
Two of those are
well, yeah, the first one's got like 5 views, and the second one's got like 4 views. And, third one's gonna
well,
go up soon. We'll see how many that
even though
gets.
you posted the third one second.
Yeah, we'll pretend I didn't. See, I'll tell you why that happened. The way I normally record the audio for this is that I don't put a source in, so when I look in my recordings, it's just a black square instead of
Hmm.
having a video, and that's how I separate the audio from the gameplay. And
Gotcha.
I didn't realize that on episode 2, I didn't turn the source off, so it was recording my screen. And so I just clicked on the second black square, and that was actually episode 3.
I mean, I wish there was a way to like reorder videos we've posted, but it sucks.
You know
There's gonna
what?
be all kinds of references and stuff that people won't get in episode 3.
They'll get it in a couple days.
It's just gotta be patient. Just be
Yeah,
patient.
yeah, it'll be
Even though by
totally
the
fine.
time that, even though by the time this gets posted, episode 2 would have been out for a long time.
A week.
About a week. Yeah, we're doing like 1 or 2 of these a week at this point.
Yeah. No, wait, no, it wouldn't even be a week then. It'd be like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, we don't really have a set schedule. We just kind of post. We ramble on for a few hours and we post.
Yeah, that's about how it goes.
So I guess kind of tradition. You want to start us off with one of the conspiracy theories?
Oh man, you
Where
know,
to begin?
I've been so busy with life that I haven't been able to be like up to date on my conspiracy theories. I haven't been able to like
Hmm.
drill them into my skull. But I can definitely look through my sources really quick and find some interesting ones. Do you have any topics you want to talk about this week while I find a conspiracy theory to get us going with?
So I just want to say that I am, you and I both we're iPhone users, correct?
Yeah,
Once every year or so, Apple rolls out one of the new iOS updates.
right. Oh
Well,
yeah, you
for
told me about
for
this.
yeah, so for it seems like over 2 months, I was able to avoid iOS 18 because I knew how bad it was. I knew it was awful. My sleep schedule right now screwed up as it is, and those things are overnight updates. So for a good little while, I was staying up long enough, you know, keeping my phone active so the updates wouldn't process. Well, for whatever reason, iOS 18 decides to, I guess, infiltrate my phone and update itself. And I just want to say that whoever greenlit iOS 18 needs to lose their position at Apple, and everybody associated with them who helped design the new photo app or the new calculator app, everything basically need to lose their jobs over this. I'm like, from the research I did, the beta testing did
Hmm.
awful. The design testing, whatever people were doing, was completely overwhelmingly negative. And they're still like, oh, everybody hates this. Let's push it out anyway. So the photo app that I've been using for, you know, probably 7 or 8 years at this point that I've gotten used to since I've had an iPhone
Hmm.
just completely changes. They change the order of how photos works. They change where albums go. I hate it. I hate it. Like I have no other words other than I hate it. And was that might honestly be the worst iOS update ever. That's that really grinds my gears. Oh my boy, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
So it's like the Windows 11 of iOS. It's changing to change, not because improvements needed to be made.
It's what I think it is like they have a quota or something, the design team, and like you have to change or update quote unquote so many things per year. I'm just assuming. I don't know anything about it. I'm just assuming they have like some sort of method or goal for that where it's like, okay, you have to change it this much so people know we're doing something. Instead of fixing like other buggy things or security issues, because that's a big thing people talk about. I've never had any, but people talk about it. They're like, oh, what if we change an app that's been the same for pretty much a decade? Brilliant. Now, what else doesn't need changing? The way the calculator app functions. That doesn't need changing. Let's change it anyway. Let's add an entire app for passwords when most people keep a note for that already. Brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying it is awful. Every last bit of it. Got anything you want to add to that?
Well, see, I'm still rocking an iPhone 7, so I don't even know what iOS 15 looks like.
Wow.
Yeah, I
So
really can't say anything about that.
a lot of people are reporting slower battery drain with iOS 18 as well. My battery already is hit or miss. I've not really noticed any big changes with it, but it is yeah, it's not been very well received. And it originally came out in September. I dodged it for months, and now nobody seems to like it, and I can see why.
Well,
Uh,
I do
Awful
believe I have
decision.
a conspiracy theory ready.
And what's that?
There's one man planning to take over the entire world.
Okay.
Klaus Schwab. He
Okay.
has this organization, okay? It's the World Economic Forum. You may have heard of him, you may have seen him. I guarantee if you've watched enough political videos, you've seen the WEF logo in the background, okay?
I've not, but continue.
Okay, so the World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab, he has this idea of being the leader of a one world government.
Okay.
His plan to do that is to control all of the world leaders of all of the governments on Earth, most of
Okay.
which he already has in his cabinet. They pay to be a part of his association thing, his forum,
Okay.
and and he's actually he says this all the time. He's very proud of Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada. As you know, Canada is a
Right.
liberal hellhole. They don't have guns. They don't have basic human rights, like bodily autonomy. If you said you didn't like COVID, well, guess what? You don't get to have a bank account anymore. That kind of socialist nonsense.
Mhm.
So, shit, I'm really high. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, alright, Klaus Schwab, Justin Trudeau, yeah. So, his first
What's
step,
his first name?
who? Oh,
What's his first name?
Klaus.
Continue.
So Mr. Schwab, right? His
Hmm.
his first step to enacting world control, full, total domination, is what's called a central bank digital currency. It's a cryptocurrency based around whatever your country's currency is, and it is owned by the bank exclusively. Now that takes the physical asset out of money. So now all of a sudden money is worth however much they tell you it's worth. right? You could still be working for 14 an hour, but all of a sudden your money's like Venezuelan money. It's worth so little you can just throw it in the trash and not worry about it.
like Tajiki money.
I think I think their economy's okay. They just don't have a lot of money. I think that's their problem. There's things don't cost too much. They just don't have the money to spend on it.
Right.
Yeah, no, but like Venezuela, like you gotta have like $1 billion to get lunch. Like
Like
you walk.
Venezuelan currency is I'm gonna do the conversion rate right here while you're talking about that.
Yeah, I mean there's videos from Venezuela of dumpsters full of money because it's so valueless. And anyways, that's the thing about central bank digital currencies is it's worth whatever they say it's worth, and also they can fully control whatever you spend it on. Maybe they don't want you giving money to some people. Maybe they know that you have a drug dealer, whatever, and they're just gonna go, nope, can't spend money anymore. That would kind of suck. So they take away a lot of your purchasing power that way. You may not know this, but your most powerful vote is with your dollar. The companies you go and spend your money with, the people you give your money to, that's where you transfer your power to. Money is the ultimate transfer of power. So, if they can control where you send that power, that money, they can just take all of it, and then you don't have any. And now you're poor, and you gotta do whatever they say to survive.
Mhm. So I've,
Just,
I've looked it up just for kicks and giggles. One United States dollar is equal to 48.73 Venezuelan bolivars or bolivars, bolivars, however you say
yeah.
it. Pretty bad. Now, now I'm just curious why we mentioned it. Tajikistan currency. One United States dollar equals 10.91 Tajiki Somani. Apparently, it's not even Tajiki, it's just Tajikistani.
Okay.
Tajikistani, however. I'm still gonna say Tajiki, that's more fun.
Yeah. I like to
That's
think that a US dollar is just worth 10 Tajikis.
that's well, 10.91. You gotta round up to 11.
Yeah, but I don't want 91% of a Tajiki person.
Oh, okay. You want 3/5? That's an awful joke. That's an awful joke.
Yeah.
That might be the worst one that I've personally made. There's there's some country, I think it's in Africa or Asia, one that has like the worst. Is it Bolivia? Maybe some country in that area there. Like the money is just no, it's not Bolivia.
Alright, they make
It's
a
a,
lot of cocaine in Bolivia.
I thought that was more like a Colombia thing.
Nah, Colombia fell off. Did you ever looked at Uzbekistan on a map?
I have not.
So they got a
It's
pretty
South.
they got a pretty traditional like Middle Eastern or like Eastern Middle Eastern border on their east side. But then you look at the west side of Uzbekistan and it's like four straight lines that make up their border. It's the most like hilarious progression of a border I've ever seen.
Really.
It's like they were drawing it on a map and they had like a really detailed plan of where to put it, and then they got to the end and like, ah, fuck it, just give us this part.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out what country it was. Okay, so apparently Ir- Iran has the most. I guess technically the least valuable currency goes to Iran.
Hmm. Oh, okay.
The real.
That's
So
yeah. I
while
believe it.
we're on that topic, one United States dollar equals. I just want you to guess how many. Iranian money, $1 worth.
Oh man. You said it's the least valuable currency.
According to Google, at least a very quick, not so thorough Google search.
I think $1 gets you 64 Iranian dollars.
42,100 Iranian riyal. One United States dollar is equivalent to 42,100 Iran money. If you look back at the
That's unreal.
5 year, and it dips down. The absolute lowest it's been was December 2nd, 2022 at 42,150. It's
Hmm.
gotten up to some pretty high peaks over the past 5 years. Peaked out at 42.2. If you look at the 5 day charts, currently worth around 42,100.
So,
Hey, a
I'm
couple
on
of days ago, it was worth 42,087. So,
so I'm on Apple Maps, just looking at islands
mhm.
like way out in the middle, like the North uh, Arctic Ocean. There's this island called Bear Island. It's apparently owned by Norway, and there's a hill that's called Misery Fillet. I think that's just a
Really.
hilarious name for a hill on an island that no one's ever gonna go and see.
So I've done the conversions. If you want to be a millionaire in Iran, all you need to do is go over to Iran with 24 United States dollars, convert that to Iranian money, and you'll be a millionaire.
You know what? I'm gonna bring $50 over there so I can tell people I'm a multi-millionaire, but not with which currency.
If you think about it, like a million rial can probably get you like a couple of cheeseburgers over there, at a fancy restaurant.
Do you really think they
Do they
have
even?
cheeseburgers over there? I'm pretty sure it'd get
Yeah, they're
you a
probably they're
medium
probably
rare
eating
chicken
like
breast.
it's not a great country.
No,
Apparently,
definitely
they have
not.
like you can they have like Iranian restaurants. Is that a thing? Apparently, it is with Persian, but
Yeah,
you can
Landy
if you
boy.
look up Iranian restaurants. Yeah,
If by episode, I don't know, 100 or 200 or like some big milestone episode we're kind of famous and have some money, let's go to
hmm
India and see who can eat the most Indian street food without getting food poisoning.
we're gonna die trying that. You realize
Like
that,
like
right?
first person to not have a solid bowel movement loses.
I like they're making that thing barehanded after their 12-hour shift cleaning out sewers or whatever, all barehanded.
Yeah,
And they're gonna go and they're gonna mix your curry or your no chicken and rice or whatever other food, your freshly
bro,
squeezed fruit
bro,
juice.
think about it. We can walk down the streets of Delhi and there's a million different flavors of curry regurgitated diarrhea soup to choose from.
You're gonna
Like,
be thrown up from the
who wouldn't
smell
want to eat
already,
that?
though. That's the problem. That's the problem with it. You'll be thrown up from the smell.
Yeah, but after like 3 or 4 days in India, hopefully the olfactory senses kick in and you don't smell the Indian so much.
What I want to do is like, you ever heard the story of like axe bombing, like in a locker room or something?
Axe bomb the entirety of India.
just, just like we'll clear out the entire southern United States of Axe body spray, and we're gonna pull off like like a I like to call it like positive Hiroshima or something. So we're
Yeah.
doing them. So we're not trying to harm them. We're trying to teach them that like because India's a pretty big country, but we're
I
still
know
gonna need to like
perfectly
tell them
what
like
it is.
what would that be?
We get a whatever they were deploying napalm from in like the Korean War, or no, was that Vietnam? We need to
Right.
repurpose those to just put Axe body spray as far as they can, and we need to just put thousands of them over India and just flood them with Axe body spray.
Kind of like like crop dust. We'll get one of those planes and just like spray it over them.
World's biggest crop
But
duster.
it's a double entendre right there. If you know, you know. I
Oh,
but like real talk. You ever see like Indians in comment sections? Like if somebody even says anything negative about like I mean like remotely negative about India, they're ready to go to war over their country.
you
Like
ever notice how Indians
I understand.
absolutely hate black people?
You know something I've picked up on is I've never seen a more passionate pro wrestling fan base than those in India. It's like they treat some of those wrestlers as like literal saints. I mean like
Yeah.
they treat them like war heroes pretty much for a scripted you know scripted show.
I
Like
mean,
that'd be like us I'm trying to think of a good example here. Like, imagine us praising like Jesse Pinkman and Walter White, basically,
it's
and
hilarious
treating
you
them like
mention that because I was literally just watching Breaking Bad like 3 hours ago.
imagine we see like Bryan Cranston or Aaron Paul in public, and we're immediately like just swooning over them. We're leaving comments talking about like their characters, whatever, on like social media. That's pretty much the Indian fan base of WWE. I
Wow.
mean, like hanging up banners and stuff. There's like one wrestler back in like 2017, I want to say. He's Canadian, by the way, but he has like an Indian background, so you already know they were, yeah. He
Bro,
became like their
so Team
Superman.
Indian.
He, but he had Indian background, but he was Canadian.
Yeah, can Indian.
That's it's I guess you could say that.
Yeah, yeah, I
I guess
think
you
it
could say
makes
that.
sense.
Listen, while we're on the topic of Canada, I don't know if you've seen. This is more on the TikTok side, I believe. Maybe it's leaked over to Reels. The videos going around like Canadian Parliament the past few weeks and how they operate.
And I
It's
haven't
like
seen that recently, but I do know how they operate.
right. It's like you got like the ringleader of it all, like this bald dude, got glasses, all this. He's like really. I don't know what the term would be like uptight. He just you have like one guy. I don't know his name. I don't know his political views or his positions on anything Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes up there. He's like, oh, this wacko prime minister and wacko policies. Like just saying this in the parliament, I should say, not Senate, parliament. And the dude stands up. The leader. He's like, please refrain from using just terms that are not parliamentary in parliament. So then it's like, oh, the extremist prime minister and extremist policy. And he gets kicked out for the day. They end up kicking him out.
I have seen that actually. That's happened a lot. I've seen that like a couple of years ago. Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to say, though, Justin Trudeau is like the definition of insufferable soy boy. I cannot stand Justin Trudeau. I,
I just remember another conspiracy theory.
it's, what do you got next time?
Justin Trudeau is Fidel Castro's son.
I do not believe that one. I
Why?
would never. Maybe because Fidel Castro is like he's Colombian, right, or Cuban or
Cuban.
something. Cuban, Cuban.
Mm-hmm.
Does Justin Trudeau look Cuban to you? No, that man is pasty. That man is
Guess what?
pale.
His mom was friends with Justin Trudeau. Wait, no, Fidel Castro. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
his mom was friends with Fidel Castro, hung out with him many times. They were photographed together many times. She was quoted as saying that she thinks Fidel Castro is the most handsome man she's ever laid her eyes on. You're telling me you don't think they fucked off
Really.
camera?
I'm not gonna buy it.
You know the kind of man Fidel Castro was. He was a fucker. All right. If you were a female and he was around you and he thought y'all were in good standing, y'all were fucking.
I'm trying to do the math here. Trudeau was born in 71.
Mhm.
Castro was born in 26.
No, look up. When
70,
did Castro die?
26 is 45. So he would have fathered Trudeau at 45. I mean, that's not
That's
unnatural age, but how
possible.
many people are fathering children at 45?
Sylvester Stallone. Dude, his father won at what, 89?
I mean, we, I don't know if I mentioned it on the podcast or not, but Al Pacino, I think, is still
Oh
having
yeah,
kids at like
yeah.
80 some.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's who I meant. One of those
Yeah, I
old
think it was Al
Italian guys
Pacino.
from the movies. He's fathering a kid at
Yeah,
89.
that's insane. Oh, man. So like how do you like come to this conclusion
All right, all right. Look at a picture of Fidel Castro. Look at a picture of Justin Trudeau. They look
from
the
what era? Because
same.
he looked pretty
Just look
rough
look
towards
at
the
it.
end.
Just look up any two pictures of them at the same age. Like look at them both at like their mid 20s. Like they look the exact same.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Is there any like information on who his father like is on Google?
I mean, yeah, it's some dude that doesn't look like him.
Yeah, Trudeau.
Yeah.
Or 1919. 1 minus 1919.
Wait. Hold on.
So similar
Justin
similar
Trudeau's dad
age
is
between
older than Fidel Castro?
he was born in 1919, died 2000. Fidel Castro was born 1926, died in 2016.
Yeah, there's a way better chance of Fidel Castro being that guy's dad than his alleged dad.
Man,
Bro, you
you
think his.
say some things that
Hold
are out there.
hold on. You're saying it's questionable that Fidel would have had a kid at 45, but you think his dad had one at 52?
I'm saying it's questionable that Fidel is Justin Trudeau's father.
What difference would it make if he was?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me considering, how bad Canada's becoming, but just, I don't know, man. I've never heard that one. That one's quite interesting.
Yeah. Did you
It's
know that
quite interesting.
when Hillary Clinton was being investigated, she smashed a computer, doused it in bleach, and then lit it on fire, as well as smashing several Nokia phones with a sledgehammer and taking a
Is
knife
this
to.
during the is this during the time when this technology was relevant, or is this during like the Russia investigations?
This is whenever she got caught deleting like 3,000 emails. The
You ever seen
N6.
that? The Zach Galifianakis interview he does between two ferns, whatever.
Yeah.
You ever seen the one where he goes on there with Hillary Clinton? He's asking like, "What's the best way to reach you?" Email.
Yeah, I have seen that.
And it's like, hey, you've never seen that?
I have, yeah.
Oh, you have. I thought you said you hadn't. Pulled up the button, like presses. You've got mail. Let me give that sound effect.
Yeah.
And that, oh, I feel like that's top top moment in American political history. Just everything from that like 2016 to 2018 span was peak political memes.
Yeah, I man, I like watching
I
Trump's
was
speeches. Honestly, he's just an entertaining guy, you know.
I was on vacation during the Republican convention this past year, over the 2024 summer. I was in Alabama, and I was, coming back to the room where we were staying every night, and me and my sister had our own, beds and all that. So I was on the TV every night just because I didn't have anything else to do. Because I was not like I'm going down to the beach when it's dark, and I'm just watching that for the heck of. They have like a ton of crazy like speakers and stuff coming. Like Hulk Hogan with a speaker. Kid Rock comes out, puts on a whole concert. All the kinds of politicians and stuff. But like Hulk Hogan showing up out of nowhere was one that was kind of crazy.
I'm
He's doing the whole like character.
pretty sure he went on like 2 or 3 Trump rallies.
Yeah. But then just at the very end, like just mere days after getting shot, Donald comes right back out there, just like nothing ever happened, giving him a speech like he always does.
Oh, we all knew he would though.
Yeah, I mean that's. I'm looking at a list right here, trying to pick for any like weird ones that aren't like politicians. Like Amber Rose spoke on the first night.
Yeah,
The rapper Amber Rose, well
she
known
was
for
a
being
bust.
very. She began a romantic relationship. So she used to date Kanye West. She
I swear I
Yeah,
seen
I
like
mean, I don't know what else
California.
she did. But very very well known for being a professional when it comes to.
She's known for being
I guess I
bald
should
and having
say.
big tits.
I'm trying to think of the word here. Very very well known for being politically versed. I should say. Very diplomatic. Tons and tons. We have the governor of West Virginia brought out his dog, who by the way has her own Wikipedia page. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, ton more politicians, more politicians, more politicians. You have
Oh yeah,
a
just
lot of
confirmed.
politicians.
She has an OnlyFans, and yeah, I've seen her naked
Oh,
a lot.
oh well.
Amber Rose.
Granddaughter of Donald Trump. The wife of Mr. Vince McMahon, the one who got caught in the scandals.
Hmm.
His wife is apparently a businesswoman and politician, so she giving speech. Tucker Carlson, Hulk Hogan, Dana White. That's I mean like that's a list right there.
Yeah,
Is that not like the greatest lineup of all time?
I mean, I think having Tony Hinchcliffe as the first person to get on stage is probably the coolest thing to ever happen at a Trump rally.
All in Puerto Rico, was it?
Yeah.
Uh yeah, going there like roasting Puerto Rico, calling it a island of garbage or something.
No. So they have a landfill problem. They're
Uh-huh.
like a chronic importer. Like they don't make anything there, so they import literally everything they ever have, including their food. So they just have trash piled up everywhere and nowhere to put it because it's a tiny little island. So Tony went up there and made a joke, talking about like, Democrats claim to care so much about the environment, then they go around and fly on private jets, and there's
Mm,
an island of trash out in the ocean, and he's talking about the Pacific garbage patch in that instance. And
right.
then he goes, Puerto Rico, and the thing is, everyone saying that he's calling Puerto Ricans trash doesn't realize that
Yeah.
Puerto Rico has a landfill problem where they don't have enough space to put all their trash, and it's like
Right.
flooding into the streets, and it's an actual problem for them.
Puerto Rico versus India, who wins?
India, just by population. I mean,
I feel like that stench though. That
you're talking like
stench is gonna.
1.2 billion versus like 50,000 or 100,000.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, fair point.
it's just it ain't gonna happen. Puerto Rico ain't winning that one.
I mean, yeah, Puerto Ricans are good at fighting. Though. They got a lot of street gangs and stuff over there.
All right, me versus Tajikistan. Who wins?
Are they coming all at once, or they, come at you in like rounds, in waves?
Let's say it's like a 24-hour, 7-day a week, non-stop event. Me versus every person in Tajikistan, one versus one.
It's kind of like a gauntlet thing where, like, you beat one, the next one
Yeah,
was that
just how
fight.
many Tajikis can I beat up before I fail?
I need to look up a picture of like the average Tajiki here.
Picture a starving homeless person that lives in a cave and eats goat meat once a week.
Uh, okay, so I'm gonna assume you're meeting a lot of elderlies and children's. I'm assuming right off the bat. Let me. Oh,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Wait, no,
G
what's the average
H
age in Tajikistan?
graph.
Yeah.
Okay, so look at the age graph, the demographics of Tajikistan. So a
The
lot of
average age.
young
Oh
people.
no, the average age is 22.1 years. That's exactly how old I am.
Let me see, who's the oldest Tajik? Oldest Tajik? Tajiki,
71.4, I
2024.
think.
I love to just know that off rip. Uh,
It looks like the oldest
Tajik.
Tajiki to ever live was about 92.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, died at the age of 127 in 2020. That's
oh yeah, there we go.
okay. So,
Yeah, okay,
so it
they
looks
they
like
could
they
be
have
kind of
a,
old.
so they have like a really big gap, not really gap, but dip up at about 2021, dips back down. Average age looks to be about like mid to late 20s.
It seems like the
Uh,
bulk of their population is under 18, with a big
okay,
spike in like the mid 30s, and then just not not a lot
like
of
here's the
everything
thing,
else.
here's the thing, like regardless of how many there are, you're gonna start getting tired eventually.
No, all right.
So I'm gonna
Tell
say,
you what. I'll start with I'll start with all the people around my age and like into their
okay,
30s, because that's gonna be my biggest challenge, right? Once I work through all
right.
those people, then I have a bunch of children and elderly people, and they don't take a lot of effort to beat up, so it's really just an endurance challenge at that point.
Okay, the population is 10 million. I think it would take you about uh if you don't like run out of energy and don't get beat about about 20 or 30,000 in at that rate, you probably take it out in about 3 weeks. You
Let's
gotta keep in
see.
mind, there's 10 million. There's 10 million. Are we talking just like knock them out, or are we talking fight to the death?
Okay, if it took me 1 minute to knock out each Tajiki, I would be in the ring for 19 years. I just did the
Oh,
math.
I'm not good at math. 1 minute to
Yeah,
knock them out, but then you think, well, yeah, because like if
I don't think I
I
can
think
knock out a
the
Tajiki every
population,
60 seconds. I think that's way too quick.
but
But if I did, it would take
if
me
it's if
19
it's
years to beat up the entirety of
if it's if
Tajikistan.
it's but if it's random age, I say like for example, it goes random age, and you start getting like a lot of people below the age of like 14. It's
Yeah.
gonna like couple elbows, couple kicks, then they're out.
Yeah, I mean,
Like there's
well,
because like
think
if you're going
about
like
it now.
random
Once I
age,
get to like over 60 and like under 15, I just gotta like punch them in the back of the head and they're done. Like at that point, I'm knocking them out every like 20 seconds. Like as soon as they're getting in the ring, I'm punching them and throwing them out of the ring.
I
It's
didn't know
those
we're doing
ones that
like
are
a
able to
boxing
fight I'm
ring.
gonna have a problem with. I might be in there for like
Are
14 years if I'm efficient.
there any like famous like fighters
Dude,
from
imagine doing a
Tajikistan?
14-year long live stream beating up Tajikis. Just generational
Uh,
entertainment of me punching Tajikis in the head.
are there any Tajik UFC fighters? Um, okay, so there's a
You know what?
few fighters in UFC from Tajikistan
You know what? I hold an open challenge.
apparently.
Any single person from Tajikistan, if you're watching this, you can challenge me to a fight and I accept.
Do they even do they even speak English in Tajikistan?
I, I'm sure one person in Tajikistan can tell the rest of them that an American is challenging them to a fight. I mean, look, name a time and place. As long as I can get there, we're fighting. Anyone in Tajikistan, you can get the smoke. I think I can
Uh,
beat you up.
the okay, the official language is Tajik and Russian. You look at their most populous city has a population of 1.5 million.
That's not bad.
They have a national museum. What is Tajikistan known for, bro?
Sand.
Shouldn't you like what is or, like who's the most famous Tajik? Now I'm curious. We're making this like a running thing.
Yeah. A list of
Okay,
Tajik people.
that's what I'm looking at. Um, we have like it's just a lot of military stuff. Starting off, military. Okay, sports.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
a lot of soccer players.
There's a guy called
A
Nazif. It's just
professional
funny that his
swimmer.
name is one letter away from being Nazi. Yo, Rohat Nabieva, a Tajikistan historian.
Like what history like farming, the history of just farming. You got I cannot pronounce half these names. Like I'm not even trying to be like offensive or anything. I'm just saying like Muhammad Murad Abdurakhmanov, the judoka wrestler who competed in the 2016 Olympics. I didn't know Tajikistan was sending Olympians.
Me neither. As I'm reading through the political section, or it, it's kind of surprising how many Tajikis end up ruling Afghanistan. Like Habibullah Kalakani, he was formerly the king of Afghanistan.
I
Uh,
figured that would be more of like a
Ahmed
monarchy.
Massoud was commander and mujahideen in Afghanistan, although he was assassinated by Al Qaeda.
Rest in peace, I
Um,
guess. Maybe.
uh,
I don't know if he's a good guy or bad guy.
Burhanuddin Rabbani, former president of Afghanistan.
All right.
Uh, let's see. Abdul Latif Padram, politician and member of parliament in Afghanistan. Ahmed Massoud, politician and founder of the National Resistance Front of Afghanistan. Uh, Amrullah Saleh, former vice president of Afghanistan. I mean, so many of these guys are jumping ship, going to country over, and getting into politics. Like, I wonder what that's about.
There's a whole list on Wikipedia of Tajik musicians. a lot of classical and folk. Pop. They have pop music in Tajikistan.
Man, that's
Well,
yeah.
rock and metal. So I guess you have just like what are they saying about, like American rock metal and all that's talking about like drugs and war. You have like Swedish metal talking about just death. What is Tajik metal about?
Man, it's got to be about like fucking goats and harvesting salt.
I was about to say that like yeah,
Hold on.
that like instead of growing up without a parent, it's about growing up without a horse. And every other kid in the neighborhood had a horse.
Let me look at a. I want to look at a trade graph of Tajikistan.
Okay, so so they have Afghan pop. Wow.
Tajikistan,
Well, Afghan pop is a thing.
bro. I'm just trying to figure out what these motherfuckers are selling. Come on.
Uh, okay, they're not looking for you.
Hold on. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
We're getting on some sort of list, right? All the Tajiki stuff we're looking up, man.
So they export gold, silver, cotton, aluminum, other minerals, cement, salt, and a small portion of fruits and vegetables. So mostly they're metal miners, which does not surprise me.
That's like what else did they do in Tajikistan? Like dig up carrots from the garden or something?
Uh, I'm looking up what
Here's
kind of hobbies Tajikistan people have. We did look up,
I'm
we look, oh, what's the sport they play? Buskashi, where they play basketball with
Bukashi.
with the goat corpse.
Dead goat. Okay.
It's
I
a,
looked at what do Tajiks do for fun? Seems like a lot of
we're
like
gonna have to bring up
just
Buskashi in
ceremonies.
every single episode we ever do, just because of the absurdity of it.
What,
It's like basketball,
what do
but
you
with
mean?
cement
Hey,
hoops on the ground. And you ride a horse, you throw a dead goat body in it, then you jump off the horse, get the dead goat body, get back on your horse, and throw it in another cement bowl. Like you're throwing a dead
worst.
corpse around for
It's the
days.
worst sport of
I
all
don't even
time.
understand how you get points. We sat here on
Like,
episode 2 and watched like a 10-minute round of Buskashi, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. It was just people grabbing this corpse and throwing it places.
it genuinely might be the worst sport of all time.
It might be.
Like I've seen some bad ones.
Yeah.
Man,
I want to see Buskashi in the Olympics. Even though
I
it's
mean,
terrible, I
like
want to see it.
the Middle East to be good at a sport for once. It's like, hey, it's not too late to pivot and name the show like the Buzkashi cast or something.
You
I don't
know,
know.
we'd have to like really start hearing about Buskashi though, and do like live commentaries of like Buskashi matches happening in Tajikistan.
And I watch live watch live Buzkashi. Are there any live streams of it? No, there's a Tajikistan subreddit. Somebody's asking, is there anywhere I can watch Buzkashi live or somewhere that uploads videos of new matches? I am new to the sport.
Oh my god, that's incredible. Of course Reddit would have our
Okay,
back on this.
somebody leave a comment saying I've actually never heard of it being broadcast on TV or anything like that. It should be, but it's not. it's partly a class-based issue because in rural areas the sport is practiced and popular, but in urban areas it's looked down upon and they pretend it doesn't exist. You can find people in Dushanbe who don't even know what it is. That's
Okay,
I wonder why
Landon.
it's not broadcast on TV. Probably because it's a goat carcass being
Landon,
thrown around.
when we're rich and famous, we're gonna bring a TV crew to Tajikistan for the sole purpose of recording Buzkashi matches and hosting as many professional Buzkashi matches as they can. And we're gonna
We're
make
gonna
this
find
popular.
the
We're gonna make people
we're gonna
watch
find
Tajikis throw a dead goat around.
we're gonna find the LeBron James of Buzkashi in some village somewhere.
Dude, we're
It's
gonna
like
assemble a
stocks.
literal dream team of Buzkashi players.
You ever heard of the 1992 Olympic U.S. basketball team?
You ever heard
We're gonna
of
be sending
Negro
that.
League
We're gonna be
baseball?
sending that team to the Olympics. Heard of what?
Negro League baseball?
Oh yes, I have. Yes, I have. Back when I was segregated,
Yeah, no, they had some pretty good players back then.
they have way better nicknames too.
Man,
I mean, like you look up some of their nicknames, like trying to find a good list. There's dudes like back in the day. I'm pretty sure they were racially undercoded or undertoned. I should just go for like Cool Papa Chippy was named Public Enemy Number One. Rats, Peanut. I'm starting to see some racial vibes on some of these. Leroy Satchel Page. His name was Satchel.
hmm
Apparently, he was like, I've done some reading and videos and stuff on him. Apparently, like people didn't know his age, and there's like rumors he was like in his 40s or 50s, like pitching,
Hmm.
and like he was just like still like killing them before he retired. Uh, Norman Stearns was nicknamed Turkey. Mule. This might be the most racial sounding one I've heard, just because of like it just sounds racist. Boojum. Judd Boojum Wilson. A lot of racy sounding names there.
So, bring us back to Tajikistan for a second. In
Oh, my bad. I
2009,
kind
an
of
agreement was
went
made
off
between
course.
Tajikistan, Pakistan, and Afghanistan to build a 1,300-kilometer or 810-mile highway and rail system connecting the three countries to the seaports of Pakistan, so that they could more easily get imports into the country. And as
Mhm.
far as public transportation goes, there's a decent public roadway system, which accounts for about 90% of total transportations, people and cars. However, they do have a railway system, uh, uh, which is consisting of 420 miles of track, and it
Oh,
goes from the capital of Hizor and the industrial areas of Vakashish, and it goes over towards like Uzbekistan and then just ends. It's a really short rail.
apparently, there's a KFC in Tajikistan.
Bro, they're eating good over
I'm
there.
not. I've been trying to look up chain restaurants in Tajikistan. Apparently, KFC is a an option.
Wait, dude, how?
That's
Hold on, how have we never looked up what they eat in Tajikistan? I
probably
gotta.
because we just automatically assume it's like goat and
It's gotta be better than what they eat in
cabbage or
India.
something. Tajik food. Yo, hold up. Tajik food don't actually look that
Dude,
bad,
it looks fantastic, man.
bro. I'm, Tajikistan, I'm sorry for doubting you. I'm sorry for talking down on you,
Dude, they got
Tajikistan.
this stuff called sambusa. It low-key is like a hot pocket.
Oh man, that's
Like
I
mantu is like literally just dumplings.
I may have doubted Tajikistan.
Dude, pilaf,
Wow,
it's
okay.
like garlic, eggs, rice, and like some kind of meat. Like that's just some shit I'd make at home.
Wow, that's
Dude,
I
they,
mean, I'm still
they
taking KFC over any of that, but
oh no, dude, I'm picking some Tajiki food. What? This is
bro,
insane.
do
Dude,
they
this
have the
just
same
changed my
menu?
whole idea of Tajikistan.
Do they, okay, what I'm on the official KFC Tajikistan website. I'm gonna translate it into English. They got some stuff. Big Sanders combo, uh, jitter jalapeno, delicate strips in crispy bread and hot jalapeno peppers, fragrant French fries, fresh iceberg lettuce, all with cheese sauce. We don't have that. They have wow. They got apricot pie, bro. What? Hold on. I'm gonna do some conversion rates here. So you can get a family meal over there, a family box that says 8 wings, 8 strips, 2 longers, whatever those are, and a basket of fries. Oh, 2 Twister Juniors as well. So that's 170, 170 CMH, 2 US dollars. I guess I'm just gonna go with like Tajiki money, whatever.
Okay,
That's 1558. You can feed your family in Tajikistan for 1558 United States dollars.
that's that's crazy.
Apple cinnamon donut. Okay, so apparently they call chicken sandwiches burgers over there.
Bro,
Big
they got
Sanders
things called
burger consisting of
barbecue
3 original.
burger hut. Sounds kind of fire.
They have something called a longer. It's a juicy chicken, pickled cucumbers, mayonnaise, and ketchup on a hot
Bro,
dog bun.
they got a spot called Bro Burger.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, there's a steakhouse called
Well, I want you
Steakhouse.
to go to kfc.tj/menu,
Okay.
and then you're gonna want to translate it to English. I want you to look at this with me. Just translate. Can I? So I look. I'm gonna put this in. Yeah, I'm gonna put this to English. Which of they translate to English current American currency? You looking at this?
What are we looking at?
Just like scroll down to not really scroll down, but scroll over on best sellers to the very end.
Best sellers.
Look at that donut. That donut, man. It's not gonna be the very end, but it's gonna be close to it.
Okay.
Bro, I would devour that. If you just like start scrolling down, they got all kinds of stuff that we don't have KFC's
Oh,
here, bro.
yo, that strawberry donut looks crazy.
Cold decay. What kind of drinks they got there? Miranda? They still got 7 Up in Tajikistan.
I think I've had Miranda before, or Mirinda. I think that's a
Dessert.
Spanish drink
Bro.
or Mexican.
Strawberry. Oh, I love the strawberry donut. Donut.
Bro, they got teriyaki sauce there.
Ice cream. Ooh,
Bro, you
sauce.
can
Bro,
order a
cheese
hot dog bun.
sauce.
You can just go there
Like
and
you
get a hot
can?
dog bun. Look
Where's
at
that at? Is that on
potatoes and snacks. It just says bun. It's 3 Tajiki dollar. Like, imagine pulling up to the KFC in Tajikistan. And they're like, hello, what would you like to order? Bun.
Uh, but
I would like
there's like
one
no,
bun,
there's no
please.
description. Let me get a bun and a hash brown.
Alright, that'll
Fries
be 7
standard.
Tajiki dollar.
You want to get fries? You can get a bucket of fries for 18 Tajik money.
That's not bad.
That's a buck 65 for a chicken bucket full of fries.
Let me see. What would I
Gosh.
order here if I was to order something?
Oh, bro, I mentioned multiple times I love KFC. I'm a KFC fanboy. So don't you ever like look at foreign menus for restaurants?
Honestly, this is
Is
like
there
the first time I've
McDonald's?
done it. Alright, hey, dude,
It's interesting.
257 for a Chef Tower original? Like, that's not too bad.
Is there McDonald's in Tajikistan?
Landon, are you trying to move to Tajikistan when we're
There's
like
not.
rich and famous?
I might have like a summer home in Tajikistan.
I mean, yeah, not like permanently, but like, let's, you know,
Right. Like during the Buzkashi season or something.
yeah.
We'll go over there during like broadcast days or whatever. Man, I'm curious now. What other what would the abbreviation for Pakistan be? I'm curious now for some of this. Every country with KFC. I'm genuinely curious now. How many Tajikistan? There's it's how many are there? There are 8 KFCs in Tajikistan apparently.
Yeah, I just found a place called Chicken Burger. There's a place called Buffalo Wings. A place called Hot Dogger. There's a place called
Wow,
Burger Chili.
Sri Lanka. Okay, we're looking at the Sri Lanka, I guess would be how you say that, Sri Lanka
Oh, there's a place called
KFC.
Southern Fried Chicken. That's and bro, who's naming these restaurants?
think I can think I can think I can get KFC Sri Lanka delivered here.
For sure, they'll put it on like a military jet, have it over here in
What's the
like
menu?
45 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay, so it seems to be a lot of the same stuff.
Honestly, dude, I so want to go to Tajikistan now. Like just looking at the food they
Hold on, I'm
have
gonna see.
completely changed my mind about that entire country.
Bro, G Airport. Okay, Tajik plane. Can we fly to Tajikistan?
I
Fly
was
to
just checking how
Dushanbe?
much a flight to
Dushanbe
Tajikistan is.
from. Okay. Closest one to us would be McGee Tyson. Probably the closest one that does international flights anyway. Round trip, just for kicks and giggles. Leave Wednesday, stay for a week. One adult ticket would be um yeah, I don't can I just like look at them all? Okay, apparently not. I just want to get my tickets, please.
Oh, hold on, I got a price right here. Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, while you're doing
It would be
hold
like
that for 1 second. I gotta do my episodely bathroom run. Give me 1 minute, Thomas.
it would be like $1,700 a person. Yeah, maybe that's not worth it right now. I do want to go to Tajikistan now, though. Speaking of foreign countries that I'd like to go to, let's talk about Russia. Specifically, I want to go there and I want to meet Putin and I want to convince him to let me be the Micah to his Dutch. I just want to whisper into his ear and just be like, "Do it, Vladimir. Let out the nuke. We'll wipe the Ukraine off the map. Rule over the dust, the rubble, the glass. We'll wipe it clean. Start with a new slate. A new Ukraine. Free.
All
Free
right,
to
what's the price you got? I'm back.
Oh, okay. It's about $1,700 a person.
1,700 per person. Is that one way round trip?
Round trip.
Round trip. Okay. Low key to try the strawberry donut though. KFC.
1,700 bucks to try a strawberry donut.
So, if anybody wants to help with our mission to go back to Tajikistan, we are now accepting sponsors.
Yeah, please donate um $3,200 plus tax. We want to go to Tajikistan.
But we also got to pay for food. I'm sure there's going to be
Please
like
donate five
fee
thousand
to
dollars
convert.
each.
What if we want to get some souvenirs or whatever?
Yeah, yeah. We'll take about 5 grand. Put about almost almost two towards the flight, three towards Tajikistan.
Yeah, yeah. We gotta donate to the tourism board while we're there for enlightening us to this food.
I mean, we'll probably have to bribe a lot of authorities and police and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Are they racist towards white people?
I mean,
That's the only thing I because I know a lot of the Middle East is kind of iffy about that.
I mean, who's to say?
Okay. Exercise a high degree of caution in Tajikistan overall due to a threat of terrorism and risk of civil unrest.
Oh no.
According to Smart Traveler. Oh, no. How
Yeah.
safe is Tajikistan for tourists? Some areas have increased risk.
What do you think the best Middle East country to go on vacation is?
I need to let me look at a Middle East
I mean, honestly, I'm voting
map.
Tajikistan.
Tajikistan generally doesn't seem that bad now. I would
It's
say
like Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan,
is
Turkmenistan, Iran, Iraq, Pakistan.
right. Maybe
You don't
maybe
have that.
Turkey.
Yeah, maybe.
I think Qatar because they had the World Cup there a few years back, but Qatar's just desert,
I mean, I wouldn't mind going to Oman and like buying a slave because they still have those there.
bro. Turkey though seems like it'd be pretty dope. I don't know anything about it. I just know that we have to have a coworker from there. So
Yeah, honestly, dude, I hope Little St. James Island goes up for sale one day. So I want to buy that.
I low key I want to visit Tajikistan though. I would now.
Yeah, it it does seem like a nice country.
That's like what's there? Tajik. Okay. I'm getting serious about this now. Tajik hotels. We gotta start naming episodes. This should be like the Tajikistan special or something. Bro,
Dude,
they actually got nice hotels.
yeah.
They got the Hyatt in They got the Hilton Hotel in Tajikistan.
Hold on. Give me exactly 5 seconds to be right back.
Okay, so Tajikistan is low key nice with it though. Like if there's any Tajiki people listening to this, or Tajik, I don't know what you call them. If there's anybody listening to this, wow, I'm sorry. That is, I doubted y'all seriously. I I want to go just for KFC alone,
Alright, was that
honestly.
exactly 5 seconds?
May have been a bit longer, but I was kind of like rambling about Tajikistan.
Okay.
What are the demographics here? Dude, does anybody in Tajikistan speak English? Is the problem? You have to bring a translator with us.
I mean, they know how to name their countries or restaurants in English, so I'm sure someone in that country speaks English.
I'm sure it's just like rough translations or something.
Yeah, could be.
Google. What percent of Tajikistan speaks English? There we go. Only 5%
Hey, that's enough.
speaks
That's
English.
enough. We can work with that.
So that means if there's an average of like say 20 workers at a KFC any given day, right, rotating throughout,
Yeah.
that means one of them will speak English.
Yeah, probably the manager.
So Tajik KFC managers, a few years from now, whenever we come your way, just know that we've been manifesting this for years. I like how this started off as like a just a one-off joke you made to now being like something that's gonna be a legend. This show.
Alright,
It's gonna.
alright.
It's gonna.
I went on Google Translate to translate into
Mhm,
Tajiki. Let's say we pulled up to like chicken burger, right? Like we're in Tajikistan, we
mhm.
just landed and we want some chicken burger. If I walked up there, I would say, "Salam and burger mixoham," which means hello, I would like burger.
Not a burger. You just want burger.
Yeah, I hello, I would like burger. And then I hand them like 8 Tajiki dollar and they hand me chicken burger.
Okay. Do they charge a conversion fee?
I would just stop at the embassy and be like, "Give me Tajiki dollar."
Let me say. Is there is there an American embassy in Tajikistan? There
Wait,
apparently
hold on. The more research I'm doing, they prefer to talk in Persian.
study of the U.S. Institutes for Senior. I don't care. Um. Wow. Apparently there is a United States embassy in Tajikistan. Who's the ambassador?
Alright, alright. So if I were to walk into a Tajiki burger stand, say chicken burger perhaps, and said, "Hello, I would like burger" in Persian, I would say, "Salaman burger mi kaham."
Okay.
And then they'd
Should
go,
I
"Okay,
reach out
here's
to him?
burger."
Should I reach
Honestly,
out to U.S. Embassy?
oh, well, I wouldn't waste their time, but I would reach out, like, KFC Tajikistan. I would send them an email and just be like, "Hey, big supporter here. Just be like, big fan
You're
from
like,
America."
can you like work with your people here in America to send us each a dozen strawberry donuts? Question is, do I send it in English or do I translate to their language to the best of my ability?
I mean, honestly, I
If
think you just send it in English and let them figure it out.
the uh, the three people in their headquarters who speak English work it out.
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like
chances
honestly,
are,
I could.
they can translate it.
What's the Tajikistan headquarters for KFC? I'm getting into this now.
Man, such a wonderful country.
Tajikistan, I'm so sorry for attacking you.
It's such a good
Um,
source of entertainment, honestly.
I we go from like talking about fighting Tajikis to like actually wanting to visit. That's who
See
said
some
we
old
weren't open
friends.
minded?
Yeah, I mean, we're
Who said we
literally
weren't open minded?
showing change right here on the podcast. This is personal growth.
Showing that we are, we're good humans. We're good people.
Yeah, we're fantastic.
I am okay. So I'm trying to do the map here. Tourism, Tajikistan. This is how you fill a podcast episode up. You have about a Middle Eastern country for 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
we could
Uh.
have just as easily spent this time shitting on India and how bad they smell, and I mean, we did for a little bit, but it's way more fun to just talk about
Okay.
how much we like
Tra-
Tajikistan.
Travel to Tajikistan tour packages. Okay. Here, what are we working with? $29.99. So that's $2,999 for 14 days in Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, a lot of Middle Eastern countries. Uh, and it's best of Kyrgyz. Cause too many continents in a row. Kazakhstan and Tajikistan. Listen, before you told me about Tajikistan, I didn't even know it existed, and now I'm looking at a $5,400 tour package, the five stands of the Silk Road.
So I'm
That's
looking up Tajiki tour packages. There's one that's $7,700. It's 19 days long. You can bring up to 15 people.
oh,
Right, your hotel's included. They expedite your visa process so that you get into the country faster. They cover all your meals, breakfast, lunch, and
yeah,
dinner every day. They cover your
you're
flights,
making a
train
lot of.
tickets, any of your travel expenses while you're in the country. You have a guide slash escort with you 24/7, also doubles as security. You have guided sightseeing all around the country. You get to see four different shows, like theater performances. Uh, they which they waive your entry fees too and whatever. You get one bottle of water per day.
I'm assuming it's gonna
and
double as your bathroom.
Yeah, and
Gotta
returning
go.
customers get a 25% discount.
Wait, so that means the fourth time to be free, right? Your fourth go round to be free,
No, I think it's like just
or the
every
fifth.
concurrent
Your
time
fifth go
it's
round.
25 off the 7,700.
That would have been a smart way to just go to Tajikistan forever.
Yeah. Wait. Hold
I
on, hold on. You
I
don't
want to
even
go to
fly
Tajikistan
into
now.
Tajikistan, you fly into Kazakhstan and then drive to Tajikistan?
What do they got
Dude,
going
that's like
on?
a
Like,
6 hour drive.
what country do you fly into? You said.
Kazakhstan.
What do
Hold
they
on,
do in
hold on,
Kazakhstan? Kazakhstan, bro.
hold on.
Kazakhstan's got a lot going on.
Do you, uh, do you know what the national drink of Kazakhstan is?
I'm scared to know.
It's fermented goat milk.
Oh, okay. So Tajikistan is 10 hours ahead of us. That's I
Wait.
genuinely
No.
I would
It's
go to
not a
Tajikistan.
it's not a 6 hour drive. It's a 3 day drive from Kazakhstan to
Really?
Tajikistan. So 2 days you're in Kazakhstan. Day 3 you get to Kyrgyzstan. By the end of it, you're somewhere between Kyrgyzstan and Uzbekistan. Oh wait. Hold on. Wait. Oh no. You don't. Wait. When do you get to Tajikistan? Hold on.
Do
Wait,
you?
wait. I'm scrolling through this planner right now. Dude, you don't get to Tajikistan until day 17. That's a
What?
and that's 104 miles into the trip apparently.
Are you sure this is a Tajiki tourism package or is it just Middle East in general?
It says it's for Tajikistan, but you don't. You spend like 3 days in Tajikistan. What the hell?
That's enough time to try the KFC menu, right?
Yeah.
That's more than enough time to try the KFC menu of Tajikistan. What did they like? What do they do for fun? I'm trying to figure out. Culture of Tajikistan. Okay, hiking, mountain climbing, and skiing. Also participate in Tajik wrestling, a form of polo, and buzkashi, which are considered culturally significant.
Apparently, if you're in Tajikistan, you should not wear shorts if you're visiting a religious building.
Okay,
I don't know.
okay.
Apparently, it's a
Well, neither of
problem.
us are. Well, listen, neither of us are Muslim. The majority of Tajikistan is Muslim. I
No,
would
but
assume
you
that
know
we would not
what?
be
If
visiting
I'm
any
in
Muslim.
Tajikistan at 5 p.m., dude, I'm throwing my prayer mat on the floor facing west in a mausoleum and I'm praying.
Okay, I'm trying to see like what do they watch on TV? I'm getting into like Tajiks now. This is infatuated me. I'm gonna order Tajikistan flag. Screw it.
Wait, yo, I gotta see if they got those on Amazon. I'm gonna
Found the
overnight
one.
ship me a Tajiki flag to hang on my wall.
Oh man, I oh
Yeah,
you
they
can get
got
them
them.
from
Dude,
you
three
can get them
feet
on
by
eBay.
5 feet for $8.
What if I start hanging a Tajiki flag outside? Should I buy the 1 dozen pack for $31?
Dude, no. Those are way too small, dude. Let's both order a 3 by 5 foot right now.
Loki, I'm not.
I'm gonna order one. I'm dead ass buying myself a Tajikistan flag right now.
Oh,
Like
it's 7.95.
when I get a camera and we start doing face cam on here, my background is gonna be a Tajiki flag.
How much, just for reference, is the one you're looking at? Because I found one it's only
Seven
eight
ninety five.
bucks.
Yeah.
Okay, is it the one from the Anley store? The Anley store, however you
Yeah,
say it.
yeah.
Oh, this is. I never knew this country existed. Like until about a month ago.
I didn't know it existed
I
until about a year and a half ago, and I was like, I need to find a country that has like I need to find a country I'm stronger than every person in that country, and I found Tajikistan.
it's, does Amazon ship to Tajikistan? Just wondering.
I don't think they ship the entire country of Tajikistan now.
Do they ship to Tajikistan?
Oh, probably not.
They do.
I mean, okay. Is there any other country's
Oh,
flag
okay.
that I want to get right now? I don't think so.
Uh,
I'm
you ever
definitely
seen
I'm dead ass of like buying this Tajiki flag though. So like I'm so hyped.
Hold on, you ever seen the flag of trying to figure out what country that is? Yeah, I remember the design. I just don't remember what country it is. Belize. Look at the Belize flag. It's like how it looks like it was drawn in MS Paint.
What?
I might
Nah,
make it like
dude,
a. I might
that's
make it.
decent. That's decent.
I might make it a. Why is he packing a baseball bat?
Cause you know you might need to beat someone up.
Oh man.
Anyways, dude, December 9th, I'm gonna have a Tajikistan flag.
Bro, that's fast.
That's
Hate to be tomorrow
Wait,
because it
what? That's
just ticked
tomorrow?
over.
Huh?
Yeah, well,
Wait,
because it's December 8th now.
done. Dude, I'm gonna have a
It's the order to.
Tajikistan flag tomorrow.
I might actually buy that. I might have to do that.
It's worth it.
Listen, I made
Hold on.
I made about
I saw
eight.
your
Made
room.
about
I saw your room when you had your camera on. It's dull as fuck in there. You can use a Tajikistan flag
no,
to add some
no. I
color.
just no. I'm just downstairs right now, so I'm not disturbing nobody screaming from my room. I got
Okay.
stuff in my room. I just
Well, still, you need a
yeah. I mean,
Tajiki flag in your house.
I might I would hang it on the same wall where I have my TV and dresser, but that wall's accented. So I want to hang it on my bed because that's where the window is. Hang it beside the bed if I do buy one.
Okay.
I might okay. I'm gonna. I don't have my card with me. I might actually have to do that. I can get free delivery Thursday, December 12th on $35 of items shipped by Amazon. Never mind. I have to pay extra or pay more to get it shipped free.
Oh.
Where does it ship from? Where does it say yours ships from?
Uh. Shoot, California, I think. Let me look.
What if I just start buying like random country flags and collecting them?
I think it's way funnier if it's just Tajikistan.
Tajikistan is. This is honestly something I never thought we'd make it here. Having running jokes this fast.
Yeah, I've had Tajikistan as my own like personal inside joke for a while, so it's just nice to share it with someone. Yeah, they're made in El Monte, California.
Look at the Zambia flag.
Dude, I fuck with Zambia.
Zambia's got a, but their flag is kind of they got a very minimalistic flag.
Yeah, this shit is basic as fuck.
They put all the detail into the eagle wings. I hope that whoever's like watching this or listening to this is following along with us. No, the Wales flag though. I would like unironically buy the Wales flag.
It does kind of go hard.
Got a giant dragon on it. How many countries have mythical creatures on their flag? Wales. That's it.
Yeah.
I I would I mean I wouldn't get it over Tajikistan obviously at this point, but like I might be the only person in the United States to actually fly a Tajiki flag if I and find a way to do that.
Dude, I
You and me might be the only people in American history to own a Tajiki flag.
no, I really doubt it. I'm sure there's some Tajiki that has their own flag and lives in America.
Maybe somewhere.
Dude, look up Oh god, what country was it? Look up the Wallace and Futuna flag. Apparently, it's an actual country.
That's territory. That is France. That is the French flag.
It's a French flag in the corner of a
Wow.
different flag.
I
This
thought that was an Iron Cross for a second. I got a little
is
nervous.
genuinely one of the most uninspired flags of all time.
That looked like the Iron Cross, which just a split second to me.
Dude, look up. Mm, how you say it? Mayota? Mm, it's
Mm,
like it's two seahorses
mm,
humping a span.
Mayotte. Huh? Ah, I love how it just like has a name plastered over the top. Just over this quite nice graphic.
Or Niue, Niue. It's literally the British flag in the corner of a yellow square.
Uh,
It's such a bad flag.
this there's some countries that get lazy with it, like Haiti. Look at the Haiti flag.
Yeah, Hades is,
What is
is
that?
a little pitiful.
Pretty uninspiring. I just like we filled up half this episode talking about Tajikistan and world flags. This is
Oh, dude,
quality content right
look
here.
at look up the Principality of Meltenia flag. That is a mind fuck of a flag right there.
The what?
Principality of Meltenia.
Principality of. How do you spell that second one? The last word?
Meltenia.
Okay, I see it. Oh, that is.
That's a
Why is it
flag.
not even? That's yeah, it's a flag.
Yeah. I think it is even. It just doesn't look even at all.
No, there's some flags that are simple and they look nice.
Yeah, like the American flag. Totally perfect.
I mean, it's kind of got it's a little busy because 50 stars, but it's easily recognizable. It's laid out in a nice way. Then you have flags like you know what we're just now looking at, where it's simple but in a bad way. So
Yeah,
I hate all these ones where it's like just bars and stuff with like nothing discernible about it.
like the British flag, one of the stupidest flags on earth. I fucking hate Britain and the British and everything associated with England.
Well, what is a kilometer, Thomas?
It's
I
about
only
a
know
thousand meters.
freedom. I only know freedom measurements.
Yeah. Uh, uh,
Back to back World
man,
War champions.
when you look
We're
at
undefeated against Britain.
how you know how all the what's it the metric measurements are made, they all make so much sense. And then you look at freedom units, and it's like, fuck yeah, we just made some shit up, and it works.
Like, how long is a foot? Like, how do
12
they determine
inches.
a foot? How do they determine that? Is what I'm getting at.
They said
Like,
we're gonna make an inch, and then 12 of those we're gonna call it a foot.
It's the SNL skit talking about like Americans creating their measurements and stuff. It's got like George Washington talking to his troops, talking about playing football, but it's like our own version. And saying like, and how often do they use their feet? Well, rarely ever, or something like that.
I vaguely
It's got like a
remember
whole
that.
lot of jokes about that. They like it's got a Bowen Yang for some reason is playing an American troop in it. I've got that Nate dude. I don't remember his last name, like Bargatze or something. He was George Washington.
Man, you
Good
said
skit. Good
SNL, I
skit.
started thinking about Shane Gillis. And
Man,
man,
mhm.
he's quite the historian.
He's gonna be in Knoxville sometime next year.
You trying to go see him?
I might honestly. I don't know how much the tickets are, but Shane Gillis is gonna be in Knoxville.
Shit. If I got the
He's out
money,
there
I'll buy his tickets.
2025.
And like the second he walks out on stage, maybe not the second, but at some point, if I get the chance, I want to ask him to play Diddy chess with me.
It is April 25th. He's gonna
Shit, I
be
think
at
I'm going.
the Tennessee University of Tennessee's arena
Okay.
at 8 p.m. Who's gonna be opening for him? You think they'll wait? Do you think they'll let me open for him?
Yeah.
Okay, so the way they have it set, it's not like a concert where they have like half the arena blocked off. No, like he's gonna be on a stage in the middle. The arena has seats all around him facing it.
Okay.
Hey, I'm doing the math here. Floor tickets are like 150 each.
That's not bad.
Like floor tickets probably sucks. Like if you go up to like the lower high rise section, it'd be like 165. I don't know why it gets more expensive if you go up.
Dude, all I hear is that we're gonna go see Shane Gillis.
I'd be down. It's on a Friday.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. I guess we're gonna go see Shane Gillis then.
Alright, it's been
You think
decided.
he'll do you think he'll record an episode with us?
Yeah, for sure. I think if we tell him we have a podcast, he'll be like, oh, guys, that's so dope. Let me get on.
It's
And
like
then,
this
like,
man just came out of nowhere one day and now he's like it's a chokehold on comedy.
I mean, he got on SNL. He was funny. He got fired for being racist. And then he was funny. And people liked him.
I mean he's quite he's quite the comedian.
For sure. I mean,
I love this man.
he is just funny no matter what. I feel like he doesn't know like how not to be funny.
I feel like I could do a solid like 10 minutes of material. I've got some topics I'm sure I could make comedic. I
I
don't know if
feel
I had
like
the delivery for it, but
I feel like I could do like an hour long bit if I had to do like a Dave Chappelle style bit. But if I had to go
mhm.
on stage and actually like be funny, yeah, I'd have like 10 minutes until I'm like, guys, I'm out of material. I'll see you later.
Listen, the kings of like stand up and comedic timing, like without a doubt, it's got to be Norm Macdonald and
For
George
sure.
Carlin. Got to be like
Yeah, I
top
love
two for
Norm.
me, any order. It's like Norm Macdonald, bro, on Weekend Update, Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing ever beats that. Uh, I never like always remember my favorite bit of his is gonna be like the statistics about driving, talking about like percentages of crashes and stuff not adding up to 100.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, please know that these statistics do not add to 100 because the math is done by a woman. He pauses for a second. He's like, I'm just kidding. We don't hire women here.
Mm-hmm.
Like that Norm Macdonald was peak, bro. I love Norm Macdonald so much.
I'm pretty sure in that bit too, he said that women were responsible for like 75% of car accidents.
There, there's there's no one like him.
Yeah,
No
he's
one like him.
too funny.
Then George Carlin had the 7 words you can't say on TV or whatever.
Yeah.
That's like one of the greatest comedy routines ever.
George Carlin says the stuff that no other comedians like to say. Like, he called Bill Cosby a
I'm
rapist before it was public that Bill
yeah.
Cosby was a rapist. He talked about the New World Order 30 years ago, like the George, not George, Klaus Schwab stuff I was talking about earlier. Like,
Mhm.
he's mentioned that. He's pretty cool.
You ever seen George Carlin talking about baseball and football?
No.
Talking about the differences in that. He's talking like, you know, baseball is played in a park, the baseball park. Football is played in a stadium, War Memorial Stadium. He's just like going on and on about it. It's funny about like how baseball is like all happy, lighthearted, fun, and football is like he's comparing it to literal warfare. It's definitely worth a watch. It's George Carlin. Anything he does is funny.
I agree.
You ever seen his him doing the Thompson Train dubs?
No, unfortunately not.
Yeah, there's videos I think on YouTube of him dubbing Thompson Train. Uh, quite quite it's George Carlin. That's all that you can say about it.
So doing a total 180 pivot here. Ass or tits?
Yes.
I agree.
The answer is yes. Men are simple creatures.
I think instead of being a simple man who picks one or picks the other, I
Transcendent and
just
pick personality.
no. I am just in love with the female form. I love every inch of the female body. There's no part of it I don't enjoy. Why limit myself to ass or tits or thighs? I like every inch of it.
Personality.
Whatever that means. Yeah, I don't think women have personalities.
Please note that was said by Thomas, and I do not agree with that sentiment.
Okay.
Just trying to clear myself here.
I mean, I think they're all the same, so.
Oh, okay, Juice World.
I
That
fucking
you were
hate
posting
Juice World,
depressed.
dude. I celebrated when
And
he
I
died.
let me just say, I didn't celebrate when he died, but I would say the only reason I knew of his existence is because this chick I liked in 8th grade was a huge Juice World fan, and she would always ramble on to him. And I had to pretend like I had any idea what she was talking about. Uh, Spoiler, by the way, things ended up not ever coming close to working out. So I wasted all that time. I don't want to say wasted, but I spent a lot of time listening to conversations about Juice WRLD that I knew nothing about. But I'm just gonna say, like, he made music for 12-year-olds to act depressed and vape. All right, that's all it
Yeah.
is. In the same vein, I want to say this: Spotify Wrapped has come out. If you had Suicide Boys on your Spotify Wrapped, you should not have been posting that. I've seen somebody describe it online as Rick and Morty bong music, and I don't think anything has ever described an artist more than that describes Suicide Boys.
I think that's pretty
That
accurate,
is
yeah.
like I heard one of their songs one time. I just saw probably on a TikTok or something. I could not make out a single word that was being said. I don't understand who their audience is or why they're so popular or where they came from, but I hate it. I do not like it one bit.
I completely agree.
Had you ever heard of Suicide Boys this time last year?
Yeah, I mean, I've known about him for the last 5 or 6 years. at least.
I have not. I have not. This is the first, like this year is the first time I ever heard of them.
You know,
And like
what might
musically, I'm sure they're
cremate a
talented, but
body?
they're wasting it.
Oh, when you cremate a
What?
body, like cremation.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So like the human body, it's made of meat, right? At some
Obviously.
point during the cremation process, there's a nice medium rare human in there.
Man, that's awful.
I'm just saying, there is a point during that process when it's safe to just stick a fork in there and take a bite.
That's how do you come up with this stuff?
I was just thinking, about cooking meat, and I was like, you kind of cook a person when you cremate them. And at some point, that meat's going to be kind of edible. And it just hit me, medium
Why?
rare cadavers.
Why?
Like imagine, bro. Imagine like finding out your granny died, right? And you go to get her
Right?
cremated, and you get her ashes, and the guy hands it to you and goes, "Just so you know, I took a chunk out of your calf and ate it when it was
No,
I had
Thomas.
it's like I had the thermometer in her thigh when that shit hit
Thomas.
150. I took a bite out of it. She was kind of good, man."
Thomas. Let's how about do another 180? I hear Tajikistan is nice time of year.
Yeah, it is actually. I heard it's
Yeah,
pretty nice in the winter. It's pretty warm there.
yeah, probably because they're on the opposite side of the world. They're 10 hours ahead of us. It's about 10 a.m. there. It's about 33 degrees Fahrenheit right now in Tajikistan, I think. Or is that here? Is it not showing? Oh no, so it is around 30 degrees Fahrenheit in Tajikistan right now. I figured it'd be warmer.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, it gets warm there. You definitely don't want to be there in the summer, I'll say that.
I bro. So when are we going though? Like, genuine, like, who's gonna sponsor this trip to Tajikistan?
Dude, whenever we have the money, we're going.
I'm it's like like tourists here about like American flag, like blazers and jackets wearing around. Do you think they make those for Tajikistan?
They have to.
So I'm gonna buy one of those. I'm gonna like design one, and I'm gonna wear that to everywhere we go. I am. I'm serious about that. I want to go to.
Dude, what? I might. Hold on, I gotta see if they got like a. Is there like Tajikistan merch or something? Like, I gotta get like gloves with like the Tajikistan
And I'm
flag
like,
on it to wear to work.
can I like directly give my money to Tajikistan?
Yeah, can I just donate to the country of Tajikistan?
But I think you and me have probably looked at Tajikistan more than any person like ever has. This is
I, dude, I'm trying to find clothes with the Tajikistan flag on it on Amazon now. It's for sure my favorite country on planet Earth. I mean, except America.
it's just
I love
America,
America,
obviously.
but you know, Tajik, Tajikistan's just hell
Yeah.
yeah.
So real quick, I can make my second uh
I I just found a
bathroom
shirt.
run of the video.
It's Bigfoot carrying a Tajikistan flag.
Hey, One moment, Thomas.
Okay. Alright, so what Landon doesn't know is that when he comes back, the vibrating anal plug that I put in his chair is going to be forcefully lifted up from the CO2 powered piston I put directly under where I happen to know he sits. At the moment it's inserted inside of him, I'm going to turn on a remote from the comfort of my own home, stimulating his G spot and making him bust a nut instantly. Get ready for when he comes back. You're going to hear a little. And then he's going to go. Ah! And then you're going to. And that's going to be it vibrating. And then he's just going to explode. Anyways, I hope you didn't hear that. Because it's supposed to be a surprise for
I've
you.
returned, Thomas.
Okay, what's up, Laney boy?
What were you talking about? I'm just curious.
I was just talking about how much I really want to get some Tajikistan merch.
Are you sure that's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna get us, on a war crime list.
A war crime list? No. Definitely not.
Okay. Um, Speaking of that, I'm doing some reading on the Wikipedia of Tajikistan, right?
Yeah.
And this says since 1994, the country has been led by Emomali Rahmon, who heads an authoritarian regime and whose human rights record has been criticized. Let's get human rights in Tajikistan, why don't we?
Yeah, we
Corruption
don't
in the
have many of those.
government, systematic abuse of human rights of its citizens, slowing down the progress of democratic and social reform in the country.
Oh, I just found a hilarious Tajikistan t-shirt. You know those Kiss Me I'm Irish shirts?
This one says like "Kiss Me on Tajik" or something.
It says Kiss Me I'm Tajikistani with a four-leaf clover on it.
You think I can show up my next day of work with a Tajik flag pin?
For sure, yeah.
You have to get that
Oh, that's
approved.
what I gotta get. I gotta get a Tajik flag pin to wear to work.
You can go under the flag crossing it. You can get like a U.S. Tajik flag dual pin.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Dude, I gotta get a Tajik flag bumper sticker.
What other merch? A mug.
Yeah, dude, a Tajik mug for sure.
I don't drink coffee. I'm gonna get a Tajik mug. Get a pillowcase.
Man,
Wow. Go
this is
Tajikistan.
great. Yeah, go Tajikistan, honestly.
I mean, other than the human rights violation, maybe don't do that.
Bro, who needs human rights?
Humans,
Fair point.
humans need human rights
Most of the time, yeah. I guess.
all of the time. Yes.
Uh, well, when they're important.
Tell me why I genuinely want a Tajiki flag now.
Dude, I already bought one. Just
God.
join in.
Okay, you're going to let me know like when it comes in like how good quality it is. You're going to be like the test guinea pig here.
Okay, I got you.
I mean, I made $8 gambling on uh on hockey earlier. I don't know nothing about hockey, but I made $8 betting on hockey, and now this flag
Dude,
is
yeah,
eight
spend
bucks.
that on a Tajiki flag.
How much was shipping for yours?
Free.
Oh, free shipping. Oh, what was tax on it?
Like 50 cents.
Really?
pretty cheap, yeah. It was like not even $10. I think it's worth it just for the joke, even if it's like not that high quality. Just having a Tajiki flag, you know.
It might have to.
I'm really trying to
Oh,
find a high
that's
quality pin though, because I want a Tajiki flag on my shirt at work.
you get the one that's like crossed with the U.S. flag. You can get a three pack for. You can get a 3-pack for 10.95. So I call
Or
them.
I can get one for like $4.
Yeah, but like technically you'll be saving money if you buy three for $11.
I'll give one to you and one to
I'm gonna do a
Zach.
team lead. I was gonna say just give one to a team lead. I don't know what any of the leads are gonna do with a a Tajik US flag pin, but
Yeah, who knows? I could order a 12 pack for $20.
oh really?
Yeah,
I was,
start
I,
handing them out.
I Tajikistan, you're interesting country.
The the best country.
Okay, so historical situation. There's a chart that shows Tajikistan's ratings in the Freedom in the World reports published annually by Freedom House. A rating of 1 is free. A rating of 7 is not free. In recent years, it's been complete sixes and sevens down the board. Political rights, 7 in 2021, and civil liberties, 6 in 2021.
Hmm, it's not bad.
It's they've what's crazy about this to me is he's been in power for 30 years. Do they not do elections or anything there? I was in the Communist Party for 4 years.
Oh, yeah, that's something.
The Communist Party of Tajikistan. I was in the People's Democratic Party of Tajikistan. Oh, they have a national university. This is genuinely the most intriguing. Like, I don't know how friendly they are to white people. That's the problem.
Dude, I think if I come up wearing a Tajikistan shirt with a Tajikistan pin with the Tajikistan flag wrapped around my shoulders, they're gonna love me.
Okay. Oh my! This is from the United States yeah, the U.S. Department of State. Exercise increased caution in Tajikistan due to terrorism, unexploded landmines, occasional violence near the border with Kyrgyzstan, and limited ability to assist U.S. Tajik dual nationals. Some areas have increased risk.
Dude, the random chance of
What?
landmines though.
I mean, I want to go, but
We'll be fine.
I'm going to immediately start reaching out to businesses like sponsor us, sponsor this trip to Tajikistan. We will. I don't know what we'll do, but we will. We will make it worth it. We'll post like a Tajikistan vlog or something.
Well, let me see if I can
I'm
get a
sure we can.
Tajikistan iPhone case. Yeah. Oh
You
yeah,
can.
$15.
need iPhone 14 for mine. You can just go and says Tajikistan, 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 Tajikistan.
Oh, the one I'm looking at is literally just a Tajiki flag.
You can go and says I can't. I have plans in Tajikistan. You can say you can get one, Thomas. I may not live in Tajikistan, but Tajikistan lives in me. $14.
God, these are
This
beautiful.
is this is my pride flag. I love this.
Tajikistan is the gift that never stops giving. It's like every time I try to find something new related to Tajikistan, it just gets better.
Oh, I, this is incredible.
Dude, I asked
Okay, what,
my
like,
my grandma asked me what I wanted for Christmas. I said an iPhone 8 Plus, because I still want the home button. If I get one, I'm ordering a Tajikistan phone case for it.
uh, what else would they make Tajiki base?
I mean, you can get like a Tajiki mug, you can get a Tajiki pin, you can get a fucking I don't know.
Can I get a Tajiki? Wait, can I get a Tajiki soccer jersey? That would be.
No, you
They
mean
have a soccer team?
a fuck what's their sport called? Uh, a Buzkashi jersey. You want to get a Buzkashi jersey?
I'm pretty sure they just wear like turbans and sweaters and stuff when they're doing that.
Yeah.
Can, can I get a? Maybe I can get a Tajiki soccer. Not from Amazon, but yo, size large, $52 for a Tajiki soccer jersey. Low key.
I mean, it's not a bad deal. I see they got
No,
them
because most
right now
jerseys are
on
like
Amazon
50 or
for $25.
$60. I I'm considering getting that. I don't live in Tajikistan, but Tajikistan lives in me. That is.
Dude, I might have to go to Tajikistan just to like get a wife, you know? Just marry a Tajiki to make it official.
I need. I'm gonna send you a picture real quick of this like incredible phone case, right? This might genuinely be the best thing money can buy.
that's that's nice.
Let's see. They make it for the iPhone 7 Plus, 8 Plus.
Yeah, they got it.
So you should get that if you do get the 8 Plus.
Oh, I'll show you this one I'm gonna get. It's pretty nice. It's literally just the whole thing's the Tajiki flag.
And you know it's now officially Sean's birthday, by the way.
Yeah, I wished him a happy birthday like
I'm
20
recording
minutes
this.
ago.
Gotcha.
I saw it on Beanie Story, and I was like, how does he always know about this shit so early? Yeah.
I mean, it was like within seconds on my birthday over the summer when he was telling me.
I feel like he has to like Like he just finds that out one day and like sets a reminder. And then as soon as he goes off, he just like posts happy birthday on a story.
Yeah. Oh, I'm.
The second picture I sent you. I love the fact that you can text Apple now, and I've gotten in the habit of like trolling them. And I mean, this was a long time ago. I mean, not really. It's like 2 weeks ago.
Right. How do you text Apple?
I don't even remember how you get to it, but eventually you can like submit a problem to Apple, and they'll be like, okay, we'll like send you a message about it, and then you can actually like
Mm.
text back and forth with an Apple employee. And this guy was like, I was telling him about some problem I'm having. He's like, well, let me just like, remote connect to your phone so I can like look through your settings and like make sure it's working right. And I'm like, I got a lot of like titty pictures saved in my camera. I don't want him to like open that up and see it. So I'm like, no, no, please don't connect to my phone. It's okay. Just tell me how to fix the problem. And he's like, no, I really need to connect to it. I'm like, it's not gonna happen. And then I stopped texting
Right.
him, and he's like, hello, are we still connected, sir? I hope we're connected to the chat. And I'm like, yeah, connected by love, separated by distance for chance. And sent a picture of my dog in a sombrero.
Oh,
Said, here's my dog in a sombrero.
low key, I would want us to call Tajik KFC. Just see what they're
Maybe on a
about. See if
future
anybody there
episode,
speaks.
maybe in a future episode, we'll prank call it Tajiki
Wait,
KFC.
uh, KFC. Because like, does anybody there speak English? Is gonna be the problem. Dushanbe.
Yeah, I
Dushan.
got no idea
I'm trying
what.
to see what time it opens. Is it open? Is the problem? Is it open? Is the biggest question.
Oh yeah,
It's
what?
open. It's open. It's open.
No
It's
way.
open.
Well, yeah, I mean that makes sense. It's well,
They're
God,
open
it's
from
1 in the
7 a.m. to
morning, so
4 a.m.
yeah, it's 11 a.m.
They're open
now.
from 7 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm just. Ooh, that's a good idea for future episode, man.
That was a great idea. Yeah.
I went to KFC. I'm gonna try to keep that somewhere.
Yeah, I'll write that down too. What are we gonna ask this Tajiki KFC if we get someone that
Uh,
speaks
do
English?
you? Okay, I'm gonna be like, listen. We are very big fans of yours from United States of America. We'd like to know, can you send us the recipe, the strawberry donuts? Also, how welcoming are your, countrymen to white Americans?
Okay, that's
That's what
that's
we
a
gotta
good
do.
idea.
See, I can have ideas sometimes. I can come up with stuff.
Yeah, this is a fantastic idea. Man,
We made so much progress in this one episode on our journey to Tajikistan.
I know it's incredible. We've been talking for
What
over
what did
two
this
hours now, and at least an hour and a half of that's been about Tajikistan.
Tajikistan finally getting some love on a global scale?
Yeah, man. I hope this podcast single-handedly like raises public appreciation for fucking Tajikistan.
I hope it causes peace in Tajikistan and they start treating their humans right. I like in
Oh,
the off chance that one of the four people who are seeing this is a Tajikistani, um, please let us know. Let us know. I
I just remembered a food idea I had earlier today that I think is
and what's
absolutely
that?
I think it's an absolute game changing food idea. Think about like a crab rangoon, right? But like in
Hmm.
mozzarella stick form.
Ooh,
That'd be pretty good, right?
that sounds exquisite.
Yeah, I was like, man, imagine having like a crispy, crunchy crab rangoon you could dip in all kinds of sauces.
There's this one that I get from this Chinese restaurant up in Lexington, Kentucky. Whenever I'm passing through there, and they give me like sweet and sour sauce.
Hmm.
Oh, best crab rangoon I've ever had. It's so good. Shout out Peking Chinese restaurant
Oh
in
yeah, shout out
Lexington, Kentucky.
Peking.
They're not sponsoring. They're not sponsoring. I don't even know if any of the workers there are aware of my existence.
They are
But
now.
shout out them. I don't know what they're putting in that crab rangoon sauce. Probably some sort of crack. But yeah, they are. Shout out to them.
Dude, when you were in school, did you
Uh,
ever have like World War II veterans or Holocaust survivors come in?
no, but there's one time I got to go to a lunch ceremony with a bunch of Medal of Honor recipients. Got to eat lunch with a couple of them.
Okay,
Just at a big event, like every school in the area.
so at my school, we had a I'll say alleged Holocaust survivor come in. We know my stances on that
Oh,
event. And we also had just a World War II veteran come in. Well, we had a bunch of veterans come in, and it just so happened we were talking to a World War II one at the time. When the Jewish lady was in, the alleged Holocaust survivor, there's this guy Daniel. He's Mexican, and he was known for being like the shittiest person at the school. Do you want to take a guess at what he did when this Jewish lady was in the room?
I don't even want to guess. I'm too
Do you
scared.
want to take a guess, Landy boy?
Did he make some sort of tattoo joke?
No. He
Um,
threw a penny at her.
no,
And then when the World War
no.
II guy was in, this old veteran guy, we were told before we met any of the veterans, don't ask any questions about combat or if they've killed anyone. Right? This World War II guy was in for like 2 or 3 minutes, talking about some of his experiences. And this kid, Greg, who, first of all, in sixth grade was like 350 pounds. This kid was fat. Like, he like says like a couple stories in like 2 or 3 minutes. It's really short. He's like, does anyone have any questions? And he like points over at Greg,
Mhm.
and Greg goes, have you ever like killed anyone? And you see this guy like just get real somber and sad and kind of put his head down. He goes,
Uh,
"Yeah, yeah, I've killed
oh,
a few people. I ain't proud of it."
wow.
And then the teacher's like, "Okay, thank you for your time, sir. Greg, go to the principal's office." Yeah,
They told us the exact same things whenever we had veterans talking to us in like elementary school.
that was a fun moment. I think about those a lot.
Pretty. Whatever happened to Reg in this story? Like, where'd he end up after that?
I
Like,
was
where's he
back
at
in
now? I should
class,
say.
but in trouble. Oh, now probably dead. I mean, that kid continued to eat 3 pizzas a day and gain extraordinary amounts of weight. I asked him one
Uh,
time, how he gained so much weight, and he's like, I don't know, I really don't eat that much food. I'm like, well, what do you eat? He's like,
Uh,
well,
uh,
my typical dinner is like two large pizzas. It's not that much food. And I'm like, two large pizzas, Greg? He's like, yeah, I mean, it's usually just for me. Sometimes I share, but usually my family gets their own pizzas. And I'm like, Greg, when me and my family order pizza, we all split the one pizza, and there's usually a piece or two left over. He's like, well, you guys don't eat much. I'm like, no, you eat way too much, Greg. That's why you're 500 pounds entering high school.
I would say does it run in the family, but clearly nothing runs in their family.
I mean, probably, heart disease, I would imagine.
High blood pressure.
Yeah, yeah.
It's, I mean, I there was a few larger kids that I went to school with through elementary school, high school, all of that. None of them 400 or 500 pounds.
You know what? Speaking of fat kids, I came up with a theory on my own.
Oh
I
boy.
think, okay, hear me out. Every dad fears the day their daughter gets a boyfriend, right? Cause they're thinking, oh shit, my little girl's gonna get like pregnant or something. It's like the worst thing in the world. You ever notice how a lot of times like there'll be a family walking around and they're all like an average weight, like like mom, dad, son, all average weight, and then the daughter's fat. I feel like I feel like maybe the parents are like making the daughter fat and ugly on purpose so that people, don't want to date her and they don't have to deal with that stress of their daughter having a boyfriend.
But then they're gonna wonder why they don't have any grandchildren by the time they're 70 years old.
Yeah, and it's because they made a fat, obese retard of a child. That's their own damn fault. But
It's,
yeah, that was
it's
my
one of
theory.
the it's one of the more tame ones you've had.
It's
I'm
one of the
proud.
more plausible ones too, I feel like.
That's the first one you said that wouldn't be considered a hate crime in half the countries on this planet. That's
Yeah,
progress.
yeah, I mean, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I'll make it worse, I'll say something that just makes you completely forget about that.
That's typically how it goes.
Yeah, you know, I, yeah, I don't have anything to say, honestly. I was hoping I could come up with something fast enough, and I didn't.
Yeah. Tajikistan, real.
Yeah, shout out to
just,
Tajikistan, dude. I can't wait to get my
just,
flag.
it's
Best
just be
eight
like our
bucks I've ever
go-to.
spent. I don't even have it
That's
yet.
gonna be our go-to if the conversation ever lulls out or stops for any reason. Just start rambling Tajikistan, and we'll come to something eventually.
Yeah, talk about fucking Fuskashi.
So I'd like to announce that I will be founding the National Buzkashi League. It's gonna be starting off in the slums of Tajikistan. Whatever their villages are called there.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, because I'm sure they have a lot of goats there.
Winner
Can
gets
supply concrete
500
rings.
Tajiki dollars. That's like 12 US dollars.
Winner can afford to pay their rent because I'm sure rent in Tajikistan is quite low.
It's gotta be, yeah.
Winner can pay rent this month in their little. 200 square foot Tajiki apartment.
I mean, can you even really call it an apartment if it's like a cave or like a mud shack?
Hey, there's some of them living in the cities. They've shown their
Yeah,
allegiance to the Communist Party enough to get a you know 200 square foot apartment for ridiculous prices.
yeah. I mean, I guess if you own a place like Chicken Burger, you can probably afford
Mhm.
a rock and cement apartment.
Maybe a cup of dirt water if you're lucky.
Yeah.
You get caught saying anything about the Tajiki government, though, they'll take that water away
Man,
from you.
what do you think the quality of drinking water in Tajikistan is like?
I'm gonna say better than Flint, Michigan, but worse than the whatever river they're dumping all their human feces into in India.
Oh, when I'm in a dirty drinking water competition and my opponent is Flint, Michigan, or the Ganges River, whatever the fuck it's called in India.
Just go
The
home at that point.
Ganges River, that's it.
Yeah, it's just like they'll go in there like fishing for they put like bodies and stuff in there. They
Yeah.
have people like fishing for jewelry or money, just barehanded. Ain't no shame.
Drinking water in Tajikistan has high levels of coliform bacteria and low palatability. It has low E. coli and fecal contamination rates, but it is still not considered perfectly safe to drink.
And how close is Tajikistan to Thailand? Because I feel like if it's like quite
Not very
similar,
close.
I'm gonna say like if it's similar to that distance of like USA to Tajikistan, is to
Probably is. It's gotta be close.
Tajikistan. We can bring boat and meet them halfway.
Do you really want to hang out with Boat in Tajikistan?
Okay, so US to Tajikistan is 7,065 miles.
Yeah.
Thailand to Tajikistan is 3,857 kilometers. What is that in freedom
What the
miles?
fuck is a kilometer?
In miles? About 2,000. Oh, so he's a lot closer. He's like half the distance to Tajikistan than we are.
Still, you're trying to meet him in Tajikistan?
Trying to find boat a woman in Tajikistan. Shout out boat again. We love boat. You trying to take boat to Tajikistan?
Honestly, man, yeah.
Listen, man, I'm so now we ooh take Shane Gillis to Tajikistan. How
Take
about
Shane
that?
Gillis and Boat to Tajikistan. And
Like, you wonder, like, did Tajik people know about um our celebrities? Like, do they know about The Rock? Do they know about Taylor Swift? Do they know about Kanye West?
I mean, if Kim Jong Un knows about Katy Perry, I would expect the Tajikis to know at least a couple of them.
Kim Jong Un's best friend is Dennis Rodman, so
Really?
you know, yeah, like Dennis Rodman apparently goes over there quite often to like be a diplomat through basketball. That's what it started off as, but now he's apparently like, actually friends with Kim Jong Un.
I've never heard about that before. Oh,
Yeah, like you can look up pictures of them just hanging out together at like North Korean basketball games.
Dennis Rodman, North. Holy shit! These been going there
Yeah,
since 2013. No
you can
way.
get a flag of you can get a flag of Dennis Rodman and Kim Jong Un.
Dude, alright, alright. What's your opinion on this statement? Nicolas Cage is the sexiest man in Hollywood.
Ryan Reynolds.
Nicolas Cage.
Ryan Reynolds.
You're wrong.
Ryan Reynolds.
So I've got $1 billion
Tell-
idea.
What's your
I don't want
$1 billion
I
idea?
don't want anyone to steal this idea, okay? Somehow I want to make powdered alcohol packets. Now, see the
And the
problem
kind
with
you put in water?
you're right. See the problem with alcohol is that if well there's really no water in it. So the alcohol just evaporates and then you don't have any alcohol. I gotta figure out how to turn like pure grain alcohol into a powder and then add flavorings to it so you can say like have a bottle of water, crack open two of these packets, and now you have a bottle of whiskey, or like a bottle of
But it tastes
vodka.
like yeah. And now it tastes like Fanta pineapple.
Well, no, we'd have like whiskey flavored ones, that taste like, whiskey or bourbon or scotch or whatever. But then, yeah, we'd have our fucking pink unicorn vodkas and, maybe we'll get Smirnoff to do a collab and we'll get some, official Smirnoff flavors in there. But think about how cool it would be for like, the competitive alcoholics at work. I'm not saying our work, but like, in the greater world, to just be able to pour a little
Like
packet of alcohol in and
crappy
get
office
drunk at work.
jobs or something.
Yeah. Like, think about how many
Stuck in
office
a
workers with like a
cubicle.
discreet little, packet. Looks like it's some vitamins or something, but it's getting them, turned up at work.
That might actually be a genius idea.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's $1 billion idea. I just gotta figure out how to make powdered alcohol.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna create a prototype. You're gonna go on Shark Tank. You're just gonna sell it to the whoever give you the most money. I don't care if it's a good deal for you or not. You're gonna get your money and you're gonna dip out of there.
No, I'm riding that shit to the top.
You want to make money now, or
No, I want to ride that to the top and stay rich.
'cause if you make money now, that means we can just go to Tajikistan
No, I
now.
can make money now and then. I can keep making money for the rest of my life because of that.
But what if the product flops and then you're gonna be out money too? You just take the money, right?
If if
You don't have to worry.
if the product flops, I'll make a new one, and it won't flop.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Magic Johnson positive?
AIDS.
You saw okay, you understand that reference?
Yeah, I think everyone knows Magic
Well,
Johnson is AIDS.
just like Freddie Mercury.
Yep. R.A.P. Freddie Liquid Metal.
You know this song? It's "Don't Stop Me Now."
Of course.
So you know in that song, By the way, Queen's British, correct? Like, they are very known for being like one of the
Yeah,
biggest
it's like one
British
of the
metal bands
only
of all
good
time,
things to come out
rock
of
bands.
Britain.
They're one of the biggest British music rock acts ever. So
Yeah.
tell me why. What unit of temperature do they use in Britain?
Uh, I,
Celsius.
well, here's the thing about Britain. They use the imperial and metric system interchangeably. It just depends who you ask.
Tell me, so they mainly use Celsius in that part of the Europe,
Yeah.
right? Where they were. So tell me why in the song "Don't Stop Me Now," Freddie Mercury sings 200 degrees. That's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. First off, Mr. Mercury, if that's even your real name, if you were traveling at the speed of light, you would be dead. Second of all, why are you saying Fahrenheit if you're British?
Okay, well, just imagine for the sake of creativity. He said 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Celsius. I'm traveling at the speed of a Range Rover Eclipse. I don't know.
200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Celsius. Na, 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 na. Not a lesbian in a Prius.
Yeah, it just doesn't work.
Something na, 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 Prius. It could. If you had the rhyme pattern and the voice.
It just doesn't
If
work
you're if,
nearly as good as Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I want to make a supersonic man out of you.
Don't stop me now.
Having such a good time. I'm sucking your balls. Don't stop me now. If you
If you
want to
wanna
have a
have a
good
gay
time,
time,
just like on
just
my
give me
ball.
a call. Oh, that's this is the this podcast is the greatest idea any human in the history of humanity has ever had.
It is.
Penicillin,
That's exactly why we're
no.
going to be rich and famous from
Tylenol, no. Uh, whoever invented music, no. This podcast.
it. Whoever invented music. You want me to
I
look
don't know
that
who
up?
did it. It's been around since the dawn of time. You're gonna get like some dude from like
Who invented
before recorded
music?
history.
Jubal in Christian mythology. Wait, wait. Music was discovered and initially scientifically explored by Pythagoras? What?
Chris.
Oh, okay. And then there's from TrinityBibleDallas.org. It says God created music.
Fair.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he created like horns or something because it said when Jesus comes back, the horns are gonna play. But if it was some Christian dude that invented horns, they wouldn't have been made to be blown for when Jesus, you know, because God already planned that.
I mean that's been playing since like dawn of time.
Exactly. I mean, I guess technically, if you're a Christian, right, and you're like, I
Like
wonder who
me.
invented
Yeah,
that,
like
technically it's just God every time. It's like, yeah, he just planned for that to happen.
I mean like I mean I'm I'll say like I am Christian. That's not something I'm gonna be scared to put out there. It's just I feel like that is the answer a lot of time that people resort to,
Yeah,
rather than like the typical answer you may find. No, it's okay to have that answer because it's what most of us believe. But like sometimes you just want to know like the name of the human who wrote the first song. You feel me?
God, Landon, I
It's
want to
like
bring you to the dark side so bad. I want you to stop being so family friendly.
that's the tall task, Thomas.
I mean, I want you to just come on here
I
and just
I like
yell,
the
"I love
I
Hitler."
love I love the dynamic that we have going on though, where it's like I'm trying to keep the peace and keep it, somewhat from falling into the hands of World War III, you know? And you're just on here spewing whatever conspiracy theory of the day.
Yeah, that's true.
It's funnier that way, I feel like, because like we're both on here just saying horrendous thing, then that's just gonna you know, get old. I need to keep the good side, the light. Didn't you agree, Tommy boy?
I, yeah, I do agree. Do you know the kid, uh, I forget what his full name is, but it's like Matan something, and he like trolls people professionally.
Is it Mutton Even or whatever his name is?
Yeah, he did, like he crashed like a game award show and he's like, I would like to dedicate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi, Bill Clinton.
Name 10 books.
Yeah, so that guy's
That
like a
kid.
professional troller, right? He
Hmm.
pulled up on FouseyTube and Bradley Martin in LA like a couple days ago while they were live on Kick, and he just started calling Fousey broke. And he's like, well, you need a couple dollars, you need a couple dollars. And Bradley's like, yeah, bring us a couple dollars, Vatan, let's see it. And he comes back with like $15 and $1 bills. It just starts like handing them out one by one to him. And he gives Bradley like $6 and he gives Fousey like $4. And he's just making fun of him, just calling him broke, picking on his outfit, trying to give him more money.
You said
Just like,
Foozitube?
yeah, it's just like,
That's
God,
a name I've not heard in like 6 years.
yeah, he's just
Shout
gone
shout
like,
out him.
no, don't shout out him. He's gone crazy. But it's just funny to see that kid just show up in random places and start trolling
You're the
people
one
live.
saying that. How bad
Okay,
is he if you're telling me not to shout him out?
like, okay, you might think I'm crazy. That's because I like to just, say some crazy stuff. FouseyTube is legitimately, like, I'm not gonna say schizophrenic, because I don't think he's schizophrenic, but he's, like, severely, like, manically erratic and probably, like, type 1 bipolar.
Really?
Yeah, he has some serious problems going on.
I had no clue.
Yeah, it ain't too good. I honestly feel bad for the guy.
Poor Foozy. Shout out not Foozy then.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. No offense.
I mean, I could say it's his fault, but kind of his fault.
I wouldn't say it's his fault. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I do. I blame people for their actions.
Even if it's something they don't really control.
I believe they do have control. They just choose not to exercise it.
Okay. Again, that was Thomas saying that,
I don't think
and not me.
I don't think Tourette's is real.
I cannot speak from experience, so I'm not gonna make any comments on that. I just say that's another controversial opinion.
And lisps,
It's
not real. Like, just
okay.
okay. Here's the thing. Just speak correctly. Just like, here's the thing with
What if it's like
any sort of like speaking deficiency. Just move your tongue the right way. Okay, the only thing that makes a difference in sound is where you put your tongue in your mouth. If for some reason you can't pronounce something the right way, put your tongue in the right position. Just move that muscle accordingly, and you'll make the right sound. You don't actually have any kind of speech impediment or a lisp, or whoever's listening to this. You just suck at moving your tongue. Practice talking like a normal person. Get over it. And Tourette's, bro, you don't have tics. You're not just randomly saying fucking words, you dumbass. Stop faking it.
that's Oh my God. Oh, Thomas, I am. I wonder how you come up with this stuff.
I
I'd
just think about this
love to
stuff a
know how
lot.
you come up with this.
Honestly, you know what it is? I'm really into philosophy, and while I'm just outside, I'm not just looking around, I'm looking at people. I'm studying them. I'm seeing exactly what they do. I'm thinking, like, how they must be thinking while they're doing things. I listen to, like, exactly what words they say, think about why they said those words specifically. Like I think so deeply about human nature and why we do the things we do that it's just led me to so many conclusions like this. I mean, when you really just get into the intricacies of how people are, you come to the conclusion that shit like this really doesn't exist. People just suck at talking.
Oh, okay, that's. I'm gonna do another 180. I think of something. We've been talking about like wrestling, on here, and I guess like in personal conversation and stuff in the past.
Yeah.
We've not really got to the wacky side of things yet, so I'm gonna bridge that gap a little bit. I want you to go to Wikipedia real quick. All right,
Okay.
you're gonna type in WWE Backlash 2006. That's the event. And tell me once you're on that page. It's WWE Backlash 2006.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Okay, so this takes place in my home state. It's like one of the only like pay-per-views ever. Go down to results. All right. Just I want you to starting off with match number one. Just start reading off the results. I want to hear your reactions to some of these.
Goldust defeated
Just
Rob Conway. Carlito
right.
defeats
So
Chris Masters.
so real quick. So Goldust's entire personality. He's this transvestite who dresses in a full black and gold bodysuit, paints his face. He's very effeminate and very early on would pretty much do anything short of assault. You know what I mean? To
Okay.
get one ups over his opponents. Carlito's this Caribbean dude who his entire thing is spitting an apple in the face of people who don't like being cool because he is Caribbean and he is cool. Right, next one,
Carlito defeated Chris Masters.
right?
Now, I don't know who any of these people are, but I do want to say Carlito
You're
is a pretty cool name. And if for anyone who's played the original Dead Rising, you know that Carlito is a pretty cool character. Shout out Carlito. We got
next.
Umaga with Armando Alejandro Estrada defeated Ric Flair. Oh, my
Okay,
boy
so
Rick.
Umaga is part of the same family that The Rock is in, and all these like famous you I guess Samoan wrestlers. He's just a Samoan killing machine.
Yeah.
And then Ric Flair is like nearly 60 at this point this match is taking place. Keep in mind, he goes on for like another 15 years after this match.
Okay. Then we got
Moving on.
Trish Stratus defeated Mickey James by disqualification.
Singles match for the WWE Women's Championship.
Yeah.
Moving on.
We got Rob Van Dam. I do remember that name. I don't remember the man behind it. Defeated Shelton Benjamin.
He's one of the biggest stoners, like his like in real life, outside of character, one of the biggest
I
stoners in
think
wrestling
that's
history.
what I know him from. We got Big Show versus Kane. Isn't Kane a big black dude?
Kane, look at his picture. He's the mayor of Knox
Oh.
County.
Oh, wait. Who's the big black guy I'm thinking of?
There's a lot of those. And moving on, number 7 is
I don't
the
know, there's one guy. It's like
piece.
particularly known for just being a big black guy, and he has like a one-word name.
I'll be thinking,
Mr.
but number
McMullen
7,
and Shane McMullen defeated
McMahon,
God.
McMahon, McMahon,
No, this
and
is
Shawn Michaels.
McMahon.
McMahon is how you pronounce it, McMahon.
Yeah, McMahon defeated God and Shane Michaels.
So the entire story around
Funny.
this is right around this time, right? Shawn Michaels had been notorious for like being the bad guy, prankster, cocky, like just generally like not good guy, you know, like in character and in real life, just kind of like this cocky, arrogant dude. So around this time, right, he becomes a born again Christian. He starts like incorporating that into his like real life and his character. Well, Mr. McMahon's like, "Well, you're gonna be facing me and my son, and it's gonna be you teaming with God." So Shawn Michaels Shawn Michaels, Mr. McMahon, and they're all they all have their own interests. With God, it's just like funky, like somebody call my mama. It's just like really like upbeat, funky jazz music, and you just see a giant spotlight slowly going down the ramp, and
Hmm.
it is probably one of the like worst like ideas that any like wrestling company ever has had.
I just remembered who the
It
big
just
black guy was. It's Mark Henry.
like, oh yeah, he was world's strongest man.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
felt like you'd enjoy. Like I good on you for not reading ahead and spoiling it.
I,
Is that I just thought about that with our discussions
yeah. And then we got John Cena defeated Edge.
with Lita.
Yeah, and Triple H.
But number 7 right there is mainly what I wanted you to get to. Also Ric Flair, because I know you're aware of who Ric Flair
Yeah, I
is,
love Ric Flair.
and he's one interesting fellow.
Yeah, I love when he gets out on stage and goes, "Woo!" And
Woo!
yeah, I love Ric Flair. Ric Flair drip go woo on a bitch. That's a rap song.
Obvious. Bad Bunny is a pro wrestler too.
I did not know that.
He's had matches in WWE. They did a pay per view in Puerto Rico, and this man, it's like this, no disqualification match. They can use weapons and whatever they want. So he
Hmm.
comes out pushing like a shopping cart full of weapons, making his walkout to his own song. And he's Puerto Rican, I'm pretty sure. And just this entire arena of like tens of thousands of Puerto Ricans is singing his song as he's walking to the ring, pushing a shopping cart full of weapons.
Nice.
In WWE 2K24, I believe, you can play as Post Malone and you can play as Bad Bunny.
Hmm.
It's a cool little neato fact of the day.
Yeah.
You can play as Bad Bunny and Post Malone in a video game.
Man, I had a WWE 2K game on the PS3 as a kid, and I
Hmm.
remember playing as Brock Lesnar, just beating everyone up.
Yeah.
Cause I don't remember exactly what year it is, maybe like '07, '08, something like that. And I think Brock Lesnar was like new to UFC, and he was like trying to make a name for himself. And he got kind of big, but
Right.
he wasn't good at fighting, and then he went to WWE.
He was the UFC heavyweight champion.
I thought he wasn't that good.
No, he was a UFC heavyweight champion. Now, you ever heard of CM Punk?
No.
So CM Punk was like big time wrestler. He was like he already put like 20 something years in. Goes to WWE for about 8 or 10 years.
Mm.
Leaves on really 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 bad terms. Kind of like burns every bridge in the company he has. Goes into retirement. Goes into hiding for a while. Comes out of retirement to go to UFC. Goes 0-2. retires from UFC, pops back up in a different wrestling company a few years later, and now he's back in WWE. But it's just kind of funny. He pops out of nowhere, fights in the UFC twice, gets embarrassed, loses both times. You have like Brock Lesnar who becomes heavyweight champion.
Hmm, that's cool.
I'm,
Hey,
I'm kind of a historian on this stuff.
did you know that not a single person who was on any of Epstein's flight logs has ever been investigated?
Did not know that.
Did you know that not a single person that was on Epstein's flight logs has been publicly named?
Did not know that.
Did you know that there was more efforts put into containing and killing a pet squirrel and raccoon in New York than there was into investigating a single person on Epstein's flight logs?
I knew that. Yeah,
Did
Peanut.
you know
Rest in peace,
that
Peanut.
every single person on Epstein's flight logs is never, ever, ever going to be named because that's what the government does?
Money.
They're going to try and blame the people they don't need anymore on P. Diddy, probably. I would imagine right now they're holding P. Diddy until he is just unable to legitimately, sanely compose himself at trial. And then it won't be so much of a trial as it will be a sentencing. And then they'll just throw in everyone that's not necessary to them, along with P. Diddy, lock them all up somewhere, and we'll never hear from them again.
Ooh, that's what happened. I can see that.
Yeah. Anyways, Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
I like. I don't see like enough evidence to prove that he did. Honestly, I know that's controversial, but I'm actually gonna join that take. I do not think he did.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, his what would you call it? The security and guarding his cell were two former UFC fighters. It just so happens that all the cameras in the area went out, and it just so happens that his cellmate, who said he was going to kill him, allegedly wasn't there, and allegedly he hung himself from a belt from the top bunk. It's kind of hard to
And I
do.
have yeah, a little difficult.
Yeah, I kind of think maybe he didn't kill himself, or maybe they snuck him out and he's
Perhaps.
living somewhere else doing what he's doing, but he ain't Jeffrey Epstein no more.
Right. It's I don't know if I go that far, but I don't think he killed himself. I don't.
Do you think Jeffrey Epstein is a 300-year-old vampire and he's
No.
also actually Andrew Jackson?
No, I don't believe that.
Okay.
Because why would that make any sense?
Enough adrenochrome will keep you around that long. Hey, did you know that the elites, like the people in the government, admit to drinking adrenochrome, like Hillary Clinton specifically?
I have no idea what that is.
So basically, if you take virgin children and you torture them, and then you cut them so that they bleed a lot, there will be a lot of the substance in their blood. It's basically like pure adrenaline, and
Right.
people like Hillary Clinton, you know, drink it, and it's supposed to get you some sort of like an otherworldly, uh, I don't know if I'd exactly call it a high, but maybe like I don't know, the euphoria of demonic possession or something. And they think it like gives them power, and potentially it could let you live for a long time. That has yet to be determined, but it's very possible that these people are living for hundreds of years, recycling themselves as new characters every few decades and whatever else.
That's Something.
I mean, you gotta be pretty far in the rabbit hole to believe that kind of stuff, but I mean, they've said it's possible.
Yeah. And Tommy, we've hit 3 hours already.
Not quite, but we're getting close.
Close. Yeah,
Oh,
the call started at 10:44.
yeah, but we didn't start recording quite then.
Yeah. I'm just making an astute observation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perchance.
Got anything else that you wanna talk about, Tommy?
Yeah, I want to talk about the fact that Reddit is owned by the Chinese government.
Didn't like one of the Reddit founders like kill himself or something because he's being investigated by the government?
Yeah, so something like that. It was a little sketchy. Also, also, TikTok getting banned. I'm so hyped.
Yeah, I don't have any problems with TikTok. I actually use it on a day-to-day basis where I see a lot
I
of
can't wait for
stuff
that
I use on
shit
the
to be
show.
gone.
It's interesting take.
You know,
Thomas, you're gonna hate me. I gotta pee again. I've been chugging waters.
God, if only we were doing this together in person, you could just R.
Yeah.
Kelly me.
To just kind of like ramble for about 30 seconds.
I got you, I
I'm
got
closer
you.
to the bathroom than usual.
Yeah, so, there was no Wuhan lab leak. There was no, wet market virus leak. There was no virus at all. They convince you to be scared of the cold, the flu, pneumonia, bronchitis, uh, what's the RSV? I just forget what that one's called. They try to convince you that all these diseases disappeared, just poof, gone, and this new one took over with the exact same numbers. It's not true. They tricked you, and now you got injected with stuff. Research the ingredients of your vaccines. Look at how many times they use aborted fetal cells. Look at how many times they've.
What?
Oh, what's up?
That's the first thing I hear?
What'd you hear?
Fetal cells?
Oh yeah, I was talking about vaccines and the fact that they use aborted fetuses in them.
That's
Yeah, if you
okay.
ever read the ingredients of a vaccine, you'll see one called HEK289, I believe, and basically HEK stands for human embryonic kidney. Uh, if you ever get an abortion, they keep the baby and they sell it to a vaccine company where they liquefy the kidneys and put it in vaccines.
Really?
Yeah,
I've never heard of any of that.
virtually every single vaccine on the market has aborted fetal cells in it.
That's it's news to me.
Yeah, yeah, read the ingredients. It's there. That you know, stuff like that makes me very very how would you say it anti-vax, Plus, they put like aluminum and lead and mercury and arsenic and all sorts of terrible stuff in there.
I've got an thankfully.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. You cut out
Yeah.
there. You said I've got a, and I didn't hear anything else.
No, I said I've got an immune system of steel, so
That's good.
I do not need vaccines very often.
Yeah, I don't think I've got one since like sixth grade.
I only got the sixth grade one because it was required. It's a
Yeah.
legal requirement in Kentucky.
I mean, it's not
I don't know.
actually a
That's a
legal requirement every year anywhere because it's illegal to require it,
It's just
but
a recommendation,
yeah.
and they'll kindly advise you not to come to school if you don't have one. I bet.
Which they actually can't stop you from going either legally, which is pretty
Right.
interesting. Oh, did you hear about that healthcare CEO that got assassinated?
From Blue Cross.
Uh, I don't think it was Blue Cross, but yes, some it was United Healthcare.
It was something like that. Yeah, I knew it was an insurance company that's like kind of nationally hated.
So they had this AI program that would sort through their submissions, and it would
Right.
basically try to find any reason at all to deny their claim. And there's this book written that uh, somehow the guy like had words written on the casings in Sharpie, and it was I think defend, deny, depose, and basically that's uh, I forget exactly what it is. It's like uh, defend the claim, like their claim that they don't have to pay. Was it? Shit, I'm really high. I gotta remember the words. Defend.
You'll get
Uh,
there.
Anyways, it has to do with some scumbag tactics of the insurance company and how they'll like do anything to just deny your claim. And these guys were making like tens of $1 billions a year, just like basically scamming insurance companies, not giving anyone any kind of money or getting them any kind of surgeries or anything they need. And it was just like ruining people's lives for profits. So there's a very, very good chance that this is going to have some very positive outcomes if, people see this and change. But who knows?
Yeah, but somebody died from it,
So,
so
Landon, do you justify murder for peace?
no, I don't justify murder
For peace.
for peace. Uh, if it's in self-defense,
Okay, are you familiar with
but
the
like
term
if it's
murder for peace?
unwarranted, I I am now that you've said it.
Okay, it's more of a political term. Basically, the idea of
I
justifying murder for peace is that like you have this ideal utopian sort of society where everyone just kind of gets along. And then if someone takes things a little too far and kind of tries to ruin things, like say this guy, you murder him.
okay,
It's a quick solution to just guarantee that person doesn't have an effect on things anymore.
okay.
Yeah, anyways, I'm the kind of person that does. So I see this and I'm like, hey, kind of cool. Cool guy of the week, I'd say.
It's it's just it's I didn't know much about it. I just saw that like yeah he got shot and killed
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
it's sort
out
of
of
a
nowhere.
like a vigilante act. And I saw on Twitter some news station, posted that and they were like, please be vigilant, be safe, be on the lookout for this guy. And like the top comment was like, what do we have to be careful for? I think he's on our side. And I saw that, I was like, yeah, that's pretty true. The guy kind of is on our side.
I think it's kind of like say that for any killer, so anybody who kills at all.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think in this scenario, is someone who was clearly hurt by the actions of this guy's company, and just decided that, that's gonna stop. And you know how they released that picture of him like smiling and he has like a really pointy chin and they're like, yeah, he stopped to flirt with a girl at a store somewhere.
Wasn't that
If
a Starbucks or something?
Yeah, if you look at the picture of that guy, he's wearing a completely different backpack. It's not even the same color and the jacket looks completely different. And like his chin is way thinner in that frame than in a different one where he's in a subway station. Uh, that guy in the Starbucks is not the same guy at all.
Not.
No, no, it's not even close. I don't know how people are confused with that. Like that is 100% not the same guy.
Apparently, the FBI is offering a $50,000 reward for any information leading to the arrest of the guy that shot him.
Wow.
$50,000.
I kind of want to be a bounty hunter because like all you got to do is find someone, perform a civil arrest, have the police
Hmm.
come and get him, and then you get money. Like,
Yeah.
it's totally legal.
I mean, that one dude made an entire TV show out of it for like 10
Dog the
years.
bounty hunter.
Dog the bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Dwayne Chapman. Man has been a bounty hunter, Wikipedia says, since 1973.
God damn.
This man has been married one, two, three, four, five, six. Been married 6 times.
Dog got that dog in him.
One of the so he got married to Beth, which is I guess the most famous one, in 2006. She died in 2019, and he proceeded to get remarried in 2021.
Of course. Oh. Well, Laney boy,
It's
we've hit 3 hours. It's getting kind of late. I feel like we covered all the topics we could possibly cover tonight. Do you want to call that a wrap?
Tajikistan. Yes,
Tajikistan, in
yes,
fact, yes.
Tajikistan. Tajikistan. In fact, yes.
Do you want to do
Um.
your outro?
All right. I guess thanks for listening, everybody. Remember to use your signal, to tip your waiter unless they suck, and also remember to vote for Pedro. See y'all in the next episode.
Yep. Good night, guys.